What's up, everybody, and you are very welcome along to the second last league match day of the season here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds travel to St Mary's to take on Thomas Hasenhüttl's Southampton side. The team news is in. It is on the screen, as you can see there now, and fair to say the Kloppo has done exactly as we expected. He's made a whole raft of changes. I'm going to do my best to go through them and see how we all feel about it. Nice of you guys to be in. Appreciate you joining me as always. I mean, look, it's the second last game of the season, and I promised myself last night I'm just going to have a bit of fun with it, because ultimately whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And as I've said numerous times in the past few weeks, I'm just so proud of this group of players and our coach and our coaches and all the staff. So for me, I'm going to try and stay entirely positive tonight, no negativity, and let's just get behind the lads and hope that they get the result. I know a lot of people in the chat are upset over the team selection. I remind you guys, just have a bit of faith in the lads and the manager. You know, the game has to be won over the course of 90 minutes. If it needs us to go to the bench to win the game or go deep into it, so be it. I wouldn't start worrying about the likes of goal difference, because the results have kind of negated goal difference. So the only way goal difference becomes a factor is if we were to win tonight, as an example, and we were to draw on the last day of the season, City were to lose. So highly unlikely. So let's just get behind the boys and cheer them on. So look, who've we got to go with today for the Reds? Alisson in goal. As expected, Gomez comes in at right back. Costas comes in at left back. Ibrahima Konate and Joel Matip are the centre-back pairing for today. As expected, and as said by Kloppo, we won't be seeing Mohamed Salah or Van Dijk in the starting 11. On the midfield issue then, we have Milner, Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott. I'm sound with that. I'm quite excited to see Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones get a run out. And I fully expected Milner to come in the 6. Then it's Diogo Jota, Bobby Firmino and Taki Minamino up top. On the bench today for the Reds, Caoimhín Kelleher, Thiago, Keita, Hendo, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Diaz, Robertson, Origi and Williams. So nice to know that Sadio Mane and Mo are both getting a well-needed rest. You know, we've got a Champions League final to come up. So let's just see where the evening takes us. And all I'd ask you guys in the chat is just don't be overly negative. You know, a ball hasn't been kicked yet. Let's wait and see how the lads line up. If nothing else, this team is going to have freshness in it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, the same as me, are really excited to see Harvey Elliott getting a run out. And hopefully he bags himself a goal today. So, yeah, I'm good. I'm good with this team. It's pretty much what I was expecting. So, look, over to you guys, see how you're feeling. Liz, thank you for the first super chat of the night. Really appreciate it. The team is special and Klopp we trust. Indeed we do, Liz. Indeed we do. Callum said City will win 5-0 against Villa. Well, then why are you here, Callum? Honestly, I don't understand the attitude, man. If you're that defeatist, then, I don't know, go bury your head under a pillow or something until the Champions League final. I'm here tonight with my fellow Liverpool fans to have a bit of a laugh, relax, kick back, enjoy, and appreciate what we've seen this season from the lads. So that's where my head's at tonight. It's a bit of fun. I'm going to sit back and relax. Craig, can you say, do you want some chicken, la? That's the best attempt. I'm no Paddy. That's my best attempt at it. Who's on the bench? I literally just read the bench out, Niles, a minute ago, mate. Happy to go back through it. Kelleher, Thiago, Keita, Hendo, Chamberlain, Diaz, Robbo, Origi, and Nico Williams. Not Nico Williams, Jesus, Reece Williams. How do I say Nico Williams? How could Nico Williams be on the bench, Craig, when he was at Fulham? It's Reece Williams, my apologies. I just seen Williams and I got a bit ahead of myself. Got a bit carried away with the moment. Issa is going for a 2-0 win for the Reds. He's going for Jota and Firmino to score. Jason, I gather you're a Southampton fan in the chat, mate. Nice to see you here, Jason. I hope you're well. Jason quite simply said, we're shite anyway. You'll beat us easily. Look, Jason, I don't really think it's going to be an easy game. But then again, I'm at peace. I'm at peace with this season. Whatever happens. We've already got 2 cups in the bank. 2 domestic trophies boxed off. Worst second place finish if we get there. That's the worst case scenario. And we have a Champions League final. I'll never get some of this negativity. I'm beaming with pride. Absolutely beaming. Now, will there be a chance that Craig starts screaming abuse at referees during the game? Well, yeah. Because when the whistle blows, we all get hyped. But ultimately, I'm buzzing. And I'm going into the rest of this season just going to enjoy what it unfolds and what it brings to us. Si, senor. Give the ball to Bobby and he will score. There we go. The chat's getting off already. Boom. Bobby. Bit of Bobby love. We love to see it. There's something that the cop wants you to know. I loved seeing them singing that in the dressing room in Wembley after the victory over Chelsea on penalties. What if we've scored like 16 or 17 of our last penalties in a penalty shootout, which is just phenomenal. Hey Craig, is the Liverpool game on the TV? Yes, it's on Sky Sports. Which channel do I have this on? Is it Main Event or Premier League? It's on Main Event and it's on Premier League as well. Yeah, so it's on Sky Sports Premier League and Sky Sports Main Event. A Bobby Dazzler today? I hope so. You know me, I'm a Bobby Firmino propagandist of the highest order. So yeah, I'm hoping Bobby bags himself a goal or two today. But ultimately, I don't care if we win this in the 97th minute and we win the game 1-0. Just about getting a result and making sure that the lads get a chance to rest ahead of the Champions League final. And of course, the last game of the season, which is coming up on Sunday at home against Wolves. Flawless football, good luck tonight. Can we get a quick laugh at Arsenal for a bit? I feel like we have to. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, flawless football, but I feel like I have to be that guy because, you know, as a Liverpool fan, and I'm sure many of you guys in the chat will have had this thrown at you, guys and girls I should say, will have had this thrown at you many times about Liverpool being bottlers. If we lose the Champions League final, we'll be called bottlers. If we finish second in the league to Manchester City, we'll be called bottlers. And the irony of this is, many of those people who are going to call or said bottlers are going to be United fans, Arsenal fans, whom, quite frankly, have no foundation of which to be casting shade or throwing shade at anybody else. Bottlers is not a term that deserves to be labelled at this team. Now, for Mikel Arteta's team, is bottlers the right word? I find it difficult to say bottlers when there's so many young players in the team. But ultimately, I do think that team of Arsenal's just has... It's too soft. I've said it before. Like, Xhaka's a fake hard man. That's all he is. He's not an enforcer. He's not what he thinks he is in his own head. And I don't know what the hell he was shouting on about in his interview yesterday after the match. You know, maybe trying to put the blame on younger players or players who haven't stepped up. Nah, I'm sorry. Arsenal had that in their own hands. They had 2 opportunities to box it off. They shit the bed away at Spurs, which happens to North London Derby. But the unforgivable result, if you're an Arsenal fan, would be the game against Newcastle yesterday. That was pathetic. Pathetic when you had your own destiny in your hands. The destiny of probably pushing Arsenal back on to allow them to have a good transfer window and to really try and establish them back in the top echelons of European football. All gone. Bye-bye. Out the window. Arrivederci. It's not happening. Last day of the season. 100%. There's not a hope in hell that Spurs aren't going to beat Norwich away. So, Arsenal are going to be in the Europa League next season. And I'm sorry to any nice Arsenal fans out there, because there are a few of you. But to the Arsenal fans who've done nothing but be shithouses towards Liverpool on social media, and maybe in person over the last few years, how does it taste now, motherfuckers? How does it taste? Delish. Don't care. Fuck it. Tough shit. It is what it is. Ha 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 ha. Look, I mean that sincerely, the ha 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 thing, because karma's a bitch. Karma is a bitch. And I can't think of many more deserving people to have a little dose of karma now than some of those rather obnoxious Arsenal fans, to say the least. Right, let's go anyway. That's my little Arsenal moment done for the day. Ultimately, I thought they were going to do it. I did. And I was giving Arteta credit all season for what I think he's done is quite a good job. But they're too soft. They're just too soft with the middle. That's the way I look at that Arsenal team. We United fans have no right to criticise anyone but ourselves this season, but I will always love an Arsenal defeat here and there. Yeah, I think we all do. It's good for the soul. It nourishes the soul, I would say, flawless football, my man. What do you think the score will be today, said Mr. Gamer? Oh, God. Do you know what? Not a Scooby-Doo. Not a Scooby-Doo what the score is going to be today. It's, I don't know, 3-1? 4-2? I honestly, I haven't got a clue. It's very difficult to gauge when we haven't seen... Well, look, I would go as far as to say we've never seen this team go out onto the pitch to play for Liverpool. So, Yeah, let's wait and see. I'm easy. I don't care, as I said. If we win, we win. It is what it is. It's at the point of the season now where I just think I'm going to just be chill and have a bit of fun with it. Champions League final, though, that's a whole nother matter. Oh, sorry, I should explain to United and Arsenal fans and maybe any other fans watching. Champions League finals is what happens when us big boys just, unleash our mahoosive cocks on the Champions League and just go. United fans, okay, maybe some of you are old enough to remember glory days in the Champions League, but for Manchester City fans, are the both of you sitting down right now? We'll do it for English football. We'll do it for the Liverpool family around the world. We'll do it for the good of the game because somebody has to. Somebody has to do it. The gap between Spurs and Arsenal and third place is enormous. Yeah, look, the Chelsea have done enough. Chelsea have done enough there, but I sort of feel sorry for Arsenal a little bit. Like, a little bit of me does feel sorry for them because bless their cotton socks, they've been through a lot, Arsenal fans, since Arsene Wenger left. There's been a few false dawns, and I thought they were going to get over the line. I really, really thought they'd get over the line, but hey ho. They genuinely do only have themselves to blame. One Prem in 30 years, Liverpool fans need knocking down a few pegs. Do we though, Sonny, my man? Do we? Because I know this might be news to you, Sonny, but football was not invented, sir, in 1992. And you say one Premier League in 30 years. That's fair enough, buddy, but the old Champions Leagues are adding up, aren't they? Whoo! And our manager has just got the full set of medals, Sonny. The full set. Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, Super Cup, Club World Cup. Yes, Sonny. We aren't living on past glories anymore, my friend. We're right there at the forefront. And if it makes you feel better in your bitter little heart, sir, to just keep banging that drum about one Premier League title, that's okay. I accept that. I accept that you have to do it, mate. I accept that when you go to bed at night and you're obsessing about Liverpool. And I understand, man. I get it. I'm here for you, Sonny. I'm here for you. Craig, Spurs were on 45 points, sitting in 8th only on March the 15th, and Arsenal were 4th with 51 points with a game in hand. That's what you call a bottle job. You said it. You said it, my friend. You think Aston Villa will get something at City then? Do I think they'll get something? I wouldn't be putting money on it, no. No, I do. Hand on heart, I do think City win the last day of the season and get their league title. And I promise you, if City win the Premier League, as I've always promised, I will be on here straight away to congratulate them and their fans for the season. And well done on winning the league. But we're not at that point just yet. And while we're not at that point just yet, we have to continue trying to put points in the bank. So, yeah, look, it is what it is. It's massively advantage Manchester City. But anything is possible in football. So, job tonight is to get 3 points, come hell or high water, however we do it. And, yeah, that's it, really. Just get the win. It's all about just getting the win. Craig, would you take Gundogan at Liverpool? I wouldn't now, Nicholas, because he's been getting he's getting older and he's a great footballer, Gundogan, and I know he's leaving Manchester City, and that's why you're asking me, or at least it's been reported he's leaving Manchester City. Look, I have nothing but respect for Gundogan as a footballer. I think he's a sensational footballer, but I'd rather we looked at the younger players if we were to bring in a couple. So, and look, there's been some talk about Job Bellingham. Now, Connor tried to give me a get-out clause. He said, well, you said we're going to get Bellingham, but you never said which one. No, I'm going to stick on my, I believe when Bellingham leaves Dortmund, he ends up at Liverpool. But it's interesting to see the club linked with Job Bellingham, who was the second youngest player to have represented Birmingham after his brother, Jude. So we'll see what happens there. I genuinely haven't got a clue about that interest. I don't know. I haven't really followed Job much at all, to be honest. So, yeah, let's wait and see what happens. What are your thoughts on the Fabio Vieira links? They're fairly straightforward, aren't they? Like, do we have an interest in them? No idea. No idea. But if the 12 million buyout clause is true, it's a very cheap option for Kloppo to go in and get the job done. So, yeah, look, I've got no idea, mate, if it's true or not. But 12 million isn't huge money. So if Kloppo does want them and he knows what the buyout clause is, you'd imagine it would be an easy enough thing to do. So that was one I wouldn't think would drag itself out anyway. We'll wait and see what happens. The Tchouaméni one is really interesting. He's after being voted French Player of the Season or Player of the Season for Ligue 1, which is quite an achievement if you look at who's in that league. Mbappe's in the league, Messi's in the league, Neymar's in the league. So for Auriel Tchouaméni to be voted Player of the Season is tremendous achievement. And we'll wait and see if Liverpool's rumoured interest in him is going to be backed up with a bid or not. Do I know when the kickoff is? Of course, Mike. It is at 7:45, sir. So just under 40 minutes from now. Thoughts on the lineup? I'd expect it's going to be a very bitty, fragmented first half hour or so. Will the lads get used to it and try and find out about each other's movement and what runs they're going to make and exactly who's going to be in where? There's a lot of changes. The back four, I've no problems with. The back four, yeah, they'll know what they're at. Milner in the 6, I'm actually quite happy if that's who he's going to play. And look, the youth of Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott is something I think a lot of us have wanted to see for a while. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see Harvey and Curtis play. It'll give us a good indication of the future. If this is maybe where Klopp envisions the future of Liverpool midfield in an attacking sense with those two. Let's wait and see. But look, if we need to win it from the bench, the options are there. Thiago, Keita, Hendo, Chamberlain, Diaz, Robbo, Origi, Reece Williams, and of course Queeveen Kelleher. So plenty of options. Who's on the bench? Just went through, but happy to do it again, Jen. Queeveen, Thiago, Keita, Hendo, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Diaz, Robertson, Origi, and Williams. Let me just get the Southampton team up for you guys here now. So it's McCarthy in goal, then it's Stevens, Lianco, and Salisu. Then Walker-Peters, Ward-Prowse, Diallo, Tella, Redmond, Elianusi, and Broha. So I won't lie, there's a couple of names there I don't recognise in the Southampton team. Maybe Ralph Hasenhüttl is looking to the future himself with a few young players. But yeah, that's where we are. So with regards to a score prediction, I honestly don't know. I don't know what way. Let's go 3-1. Yeah, just a complete shot in the dark. Brexit midfield. No, you don't understand the phrase of the Brexit midfield, mate. The Brexit midfield is when we have Henderson in there with Milner, not just when James Milner plays with anybody. So I wouldn't call that a Brexit midfield. Yes, they're all English. I understand that point of it, but I'd say there's plenty of excitement there with Curtis Jones and with Harvey Elliott. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I was reading the chat before I went live, even though I was late, I know. But I just couldn't believe some of the negativity I was reading in the chat. Is Trent okay? He's not on the bench. Yeah, nor Salah or Mane, buddy. It's mostly on Van Dijk. It's all about just resting them up. They played a lot of minutes this season, particularly Van Dijk coming back from the injury he's come back from, and obviously Mane, Salah with the AFCON. So yeah, it's just a chance for Kloppo to give these guys a breather ahead of the league game coming up against Wolves. So I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't be worrying about them injury-wise. If anything, all signs are looking good for the boys to be ready for certainly the Champions League final. The vibes coming out about Fabinho are fairly positive. Actually, very positive. Same with Salah and Van Dijk. So, yeah. Look, I've no doubt that this team selection will have been massively influenced by Jurgen Klopp's speech with the medical department, the sports science department, and who was at massive risk of an injury. And if you're picking up an injury now, it's probably going to be a season ender. So Klopp has to take every precaution possible. Because, okay, we can gamble and go strong tonight, get the result. But what if we picked up an injury or two and then Man City still won on the last day of the season and then we have to put out a weakened squad in the Champions League final? You got to look at it in perspective. And I think Klopp has made the right decision. No problem whatsoever for me anyway. What position would you say is the priority in the summer? There's two answers to that, Harvey, that guy. Firstly, I'm going to give you an answer where we don't lose any of our old guard attackers. So if we don't lose any of our attackers, midfield, I would say. Bring in one midfielder. If that's Tchouaméni, brilliant. If it's somebody else, we'll wait and see. So right now I'd say midfielder. But if we didn't renew Mane or Salah, I would suggest we got to go out there and sign a replacement. Who that replacement is, your guess may be as good as mine. There's been a lot of links with Jared Bowen. I love that fit, personally. But look, ultimately, I think we have to wait and see what happens with Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah. And I think that would that could dictate our transfer window a little bit. Becca, music, lovely to see you in. Hope you're well. Right, my friends, a little couple of things. Do hit that subscribe button for me. Drop a like on the video. This is the second last watch along we'll be doing on YouTube. As you guys may or may not know, from July the 1st, Anfield Agenda will be streaming live exclusively on Twitch. We signed a 1-year deal with Twitch earlier on this year. We will still be putting out a ton of YouTube content, and I mean a ton of YouTube content. Probably three to 5 videos a day, some pre-recorded, some clips, highlights, and some fun segments that we're going to be recording. But all of our matches from next season, all of our nightly news shows, all that kind of stuff will be on the Anfield Agenda Twitch channel, as will our coverage of the Champions League final. So, yeah, get yourselves over to Twitch. Make sure to give us a follow on there as well. Oh, and TikTok. Can't forget about TikTok. We are, I think, at 87,000 TikTok followers at the minute. So we are trying to make that big push towards 100k, maybe by the end of the season or the end of the summer. So, well, the end of the season's a bit optimistic. End of the summer, perhaps. So if you are a TikTok user, don't forget, go over, give us a search, give us a follow as well. Portugal's in the house. How are you, buddy? Yeah, buddy. That's an easy name for me to interact with. Yeah, I've been over to Portugal. God, when was the last time we were in Praia de Vau? It must be 12 years ago, if not more. Liam, nice to see you in as always. I want 12 to 15 videos a day. That's easily done. And I'm not even joking. We could absolutely just spam out videos, but we're trying to strike that balance between notifications, obviously, and between not annoying the hell out of people. So yeah, we're trying to find a happy medium, which I'm sure we will over the course of the next few months. Still getting away with it, Craig. Delighted for you. I don't know what that means, mate. I honestly don't know what it means. I get away with a lot of things in life, buddy. I do. My wife does make me sleep on the sofa, and that's a bonus. Some of the shit I pull, trust me, that's a bonus. But I've no idea what you meant by that, mate. But hey ho. Yes, YouTube fatigue is a real thing. I'd imagine it is. And for us, like for me, yeah, a little bit of a shake up, a little bit of a rejig is good for me as well. I'm looking forward to trying to conquer another platform, and yeah, let's have a bit of fun. Right, what else we got in the chat? Looking forward to seeing a few different players tonight, Craig, especially Mini and Elliot. Definitely. Great opportunity for Minamino and Harvey tonight. I mean, we haven't seen anything from Harvey over the last couple of months, really. Oh, yeah, Jay. I thought that's what you meant, JJPK, my man. I thought that's what you meant, honestly. As in, still getting away with it, as in blagging it, because I've always said I'm blagging it. So, yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, my man, and thank you for being here with us. Thoughts on Harvey Elliott's development this season? Well, there's no denying that it's been a bit anticlimactic, because, you know, we had that really terrible injury. He came back from it, but he never really got a chance to establish himself this season. And look, I'd be guessing if I tried to figure out why. You know, is it something behind the scenes? Is it social media? I don't know. I honestly haven't got a clue, but I trust Klopp. That's all I'm going to say. I trust Klopp, and I've still got every hope for Harvey Elliott to be a superstar. Do you think Calvin Phillips would be a good signing? No, I don't. I've never understood how his style would work in our system. So it will be a pass for me on Calvin Phillips, although I do think he's a very good player. Just don't know if he'd be a good fit with us. Can we get some Nulan out? Oh, don't worry. Where is he gone? He's there. He's ready. He's always ready. Nulan doesn't disappoint. Oh. Gotta just adjust that a little bit. Sorry. Yeah, Newland's here. Don't worry. He got your back. He's all good to go. Joanne with the onset super sticker. Boom. Love it, Joanne. Thank you very much. Right, what have we got coming up for you guys today? Obviously, we've got the watch along, which is going to be hopefully lots of fun. Then I'll be back after the game with my player ratings and we'll be asking you guys to vote for your Anfield Agenda Man of the Match. And then after that, I'll be joined by Mr. Chris Stonage and Mr. Paddy Murphy. And we'll have a little chinwag around the game and see if we can pick the bones out of the result. Joanne, you're a City fan. Welcome in, Joanne. Ruddock, nice to see you. Obviously, this game is of interest to you as well. I've got a feeling, Joanne, it's going to come down to the last day of the season, but I still have, if I'm being really honest with you, Joanne, I think you guys will ultimately get over the line. But a man's got to have hope. Will James Ward-Prowse fit in our midfield? He's improved a lot, James Ward-Prowse, since Ralph Hasenhüttl took over at Southampton. But I find it really hard to distinguish between James Ward-Prowse, the absolute set-piece taking genius, or James Ward-Prowse, the all-around footballer. And I can't really give you an answer to the second one, because I'd be lying if I said I've seen enough of James Ward-Prowse, because I don't watch many Southampton games. But, from the stuff you see from his highlights, I mean, fair to say he is probably the best set piece taker currently playing his trade in the Premier League. But I don't know is the honest answer, mate. I don't know. How's things in Wicklow? I don't know. I'm not in Wicklow, so you'll have to ask somebody that's from Wicklow. Unless you're saying how's things and you're in Wicklow, in which case, cheers, man. I hope you're well. I've got a free gaff as well, which is delicious. Nobody here. I can scream to my heart's content. It's my mother-in-law's birthday tomorrow. So Sabrina and the kids have gone up there. So yeah, no dog, nothing. Just me, the TV, and you guys. What's the best goal you've ever seen live? One of Suarez against Norwich when he scored 4. I mean, you can take your pick to which ones because they were quite simply amazing. So I'd have to say one of them. Also, the one he scored against Newcastle when he routed Tim Krul for a 1-1 draw. I was sitting in what used to be the paddock for that and fell down a few rows when he scored that one. We need an out-and-out striker, central midfielder and a right-back in the summer, said Russell. I think you'll probably get your wish, Russell, with regards to a right-back. It looks like Liverpool and Leeds are going to do battle for Calvin Ramsey, that kid from Aberdeen. His stats look ridiculously good. Midfielder, again, I think you're going to get your wish. What was the other position you said we might need? Striker, an out-and-out striker. Well, we know we're not going to be signing Haaland, Russell. That's a gimme. But the news yesterday that 60 million euro may be able to be enough to get Darwin Núñez out of Benfica certainly caught my attention. FIFA craft, Messi to Inter Miami. Yeah, look, it wouldn't surprise me at all. I don't know if that has happened or not. But Lionel Messi retiring or winding down his career in the MLS with Inter Miami, it would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? Pretty nice part of the world to wind down your footballing career in. There's always been some wonder if he'd go back to Newell's Old Boys at some point towards the end of his career, but Miami's a pretty damn fine place to live. So yeah, I couldn't blame him. I couldn't blame him if he went. I couldn't blame anybody if they went to some parts of the MLS for a better quality of life towards the end of their career, because let's be honest, there's some kick-ass places to live in America. But either way, we'll wait and see what happens. What do I think about our lineups at RTX? I think it is a lineup that's come out of necessity, and I'm hoping we get the job done. Somebody else put something in here about Twitch. Let me scroll up till I find it. Sorry, I have a really itchy nose today. Oklahoma's in the house. Daniel, how are you, mate? Nice to see you in. Can't find this comment now. Liz said Kaka scored some incredible goals for Orlando City. Yes, he did. What else have we got? Yeah, no, sorry, I can't find that. Somebody said something about Twitch and I can't find the comments, so I apologise. Yeah, it's absolutely pissing down, by the way, at St. Mary's. So yeah, it's pissing down, to say the least. So the pitch's going to be slick, no doubt about that one. They might need wellies, said Carl. It looks so bad. Austin, Texas, said Lone Star Londoner. Kick-ass place. Oh, buddy, I've been told by so many people that have spent time living in Austin that it's, if you're a European, it's probably the best place to relocate to the States because it's got the most European type of vibe. So yeah, I've always been looking to take a trip to Austin at some point. You're gonna erupt with somebody? Oh, because of the nose thing. Yeah, it does mean, it usually does mean, Joanne, you're about to have a fight with someone, doesn't it? In my taste, oh, Jesus Christ. In my case, Joanne, I think it's more a case of the nostril hairs maybe growing back after having a trim a while ago. Is this tacky shop window display? I think it's probably a little bit of both. Old Devlin, a chance for Taki to get minutes, to get game time, maybe put himself in the shop window. I don't know what the plans are for Minamino. But yeah, ultimately, and let's not forget, we spend time at Southampton as well to Kimi Minamino, so we should be fairly up to speed on the way they'll set up, what way the defence lays out. So maybe that's in Kloppo's thinking as well. Imagine Liverpool signing Mbappe. We won't. Klopp's come out and said as much. There's lots of talk that he's agreed, although not signed, a contract with Real Madrid, and that PSG are still trying to fight to keep him in Paris. But look, we wait and see. But he's not going to come to Liverpool, unfortunately. What's your thoughts on all the changes that Klopp has made? They're necessary, that they would have been influenced by the medical and sports science team, and that they are a precaution to try and minimise the chance of injury to any of our players ahead of the 28th of the month, that massive game in the Champions League against Real Madrid and Paris. That's pretty much my thoughts on it. Is Mane on the bench? No. So for those who haven't seen the bench yet, it's Queeveen Kelleher, Thiago, Naby Keita, Jordan Henderson, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Lucho Diaz, Andy Robertson, Divock Origi and Reece Williams. That's the bench today. Is it likely to sign Tchouaméni? I think if Liverpool's interest in Tchouaméni is concrete, I think it will come down to a battle between how much Real Madrid will push to sign him and what Liverpool can get him for. So I would say there's a fairly good chance, yes. But don't take that as gospel. But again, don't forget, we are a very appealing football club right now. Players will have seen the images of the dressing room, the camaraderie, the vibe that's coming out of our football club, and that won't go unnoticed. But, sometimes maybe a player I don't know, maybe Tchouaméni's dreamt of playing for Real Madrid his entire life. I have no idea. But we'll wait and see what happens. But if I think Liverpool can certainly make a very, very appealing case to Aurélien Tchouaméni about why he would be able to fulfill his next stage of his development at Liverpool Football Club and win a lot of trophies, hopefully. So good vibes around that one, and we'll have to just wait and see, won't we? Anthony Rumour, what do you think? I don't think he's proved himself yet, Anthony. Could well do, but if I'm being really honest, if I'm Anthony, I'm staying put at Ajax for one more season and developing, because he's still a young lad, and I think he's only at about 18 months at Ajax, only about 12 months really in the first team. So I wouldn't move yet if I was him. The booing of William at the FA Cup just mentioned on the news. Yeah, I don't think I don't think either the news are being willfully ignorant about this, or they're just trying to stir the pot with a massive wooden spoon. But I don't think it was booing of William. As in, I don't think William in particular has done anything. I think it's a booing of the establishment of which he is a part of. That's that's where I think the news need to be a bit more transparent in their coverage if they want to give any coverage to that. Do you know what made me think the other night? Because somebody in the chat there has just said, Russell said, United will sign the entire Ajax team. And it got me thinking last night. I sat back for a while and I thought, that happens so often, doesn't it? That a manager will go to a club and raid their old club. And it just made me think about again how much better the job that Jurgen Klopp has done is, because he didn't go to Dortmund and he didn't raid Dortmund. And yes, there was an agreement there that he wouldn't go back for, I don't know, I think there was an agreement anyway for a certain length of time, but he hasn't gone near it. And he's still built an incredible team without doing the lazy thing of taking players that you already know the character of to your new team. And I'm not saying that to knock Ten Hag, because it's a trait that a lot of managers have done before. We've seen Antonio Conte do it with Spurs, going back for Kulusevski and Bentancur. And I don't say it as a negative, I just more mean it as just a compliment to Jurgen Klopp and what he's done. It's phenomenal, quite phenomenal. Do you think the quadruple is still on? I've never said the quadruple's on. I've always said the league's not in our hands. And while it's not in our hands, it's not on. Is it possible? Yes. Will it happen? Most likely not. But the treble's on, or a treble is on, excuse me. Would you want us to sign Tchouaméni? Dylan, I've tried to be really honest about this one, buddy. I've not watched much of Monaco. Usually if I watch League on, it's usually because I have a bet on with something, and I usually would be PSG, the odd time Marseille, but I've seen a few bits and pieces and he looks legit. But you know, when you see stuff in clips or highlight form, everybody looks legit, don't they? But a lot of people that I've spoken to that watch him more regularly think he's an absolute superstar. So if Klopp wants him, that's all I need to know. We've gone too weak, said Gamer Josh. Football hasn't been kicked yet, mate. A football has not been kicked yet. So can we kill the negativity until the end of the game, and then we see where we are, and we can go from there. We have just won 2 cups. We are going to probably put up another 90-point season in the Premier League, and we're in a Champions League final. Don't know what more you expect from the lads. We played 120 minutes on Saturday, plus penalties, and we are playing on Tuesday. Another away game, more travelling. These players aren't robots, mate. They're not machines, they're human. They need to be rotated, they need to be rested. What's Klopp supposed to do? Play today, make some of the lads play, and then heaven forbid what happens if, okay, maybe we get the result, but what if City still win on the last day of the season? We pick up a knock today and that rules maybe Van Dijk or Thiago or somebody out of a Champions League final. It's a sensible thing to do. If anything you're going to take a gamble on, this game and the result is the one to roll the dice on. Am I happy that Harvey Elliott is playing? Oh God, yes. God, yes. Been really looking forward to seeing Harvey, and yeah, I am. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing from them playing today. Will you be fighting your nerve/stomach upset? Today, no, not at all, D-Mac. The final against Real Madrid, yeah, I'm going to be a basket case for that, mate. I won't lie, I'm going to be a basket case. But today, I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm relaxed. I just want to enjoy it. It's our second last watch along on YouTube for at least a year or so. So I want to have fun, I want to enjoy it, and I want to interact with you guys as much as I can. Who's on the bench? No problem, Reese. 2 seconds, buddy. It's Caoimhín Kelleher, Thiago, Naby Keita, Jordan Henderson, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Lucho Diaz, Andy Robertson, Divock Origi, and Reece Williams. That's the bench today for the Reds. The English midfield is brilliant to see. We've a good amount of English lads still. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, yeah, you can make the joke about Brexit midfields and all that, but ultimately, 2 youngsters on there who are getting more very important Premier League minutes. Away from home as well, which I would say are more important minutes than at home. I think it's probably easier for the lads to go through a game if you have 50, taking in how many away fans, over 50,000 Liverpudlians or Scouse fans or Liverpool fans cheering you on. I would suggest that the away games are probably a bit more nerve-wracking. So yeah, good experience for the lads again. Should we expect to see Origi today? Maybe depend on the way the game is going, but I'd hope so. Because I think we'll see Origi. But I think maybe we'll see more of him against Wolves. I think Origi will get an opportunity to have his send-off against Wolves and receive the adulation that he's absolutely due from the Kop. So, yeah, I think we'll see him certainly the last day on Sunday. Would you sign Chiquinho or Neto from Wolves? I've always rated Neto. I know he was out for a very long time with, was it a knee injury? And he's been back and he's been playing okay. So I think that the injury situation with him has probably put the kibosh on that. But I do rate him. And that Chiquinho guy, my God, has that dude got pace. I did a watch along of the Wolves City game and I'd never seen him play before. And somebody told me that they got him in from Porto. But wow, that dude looks like a right firecracker. He looks good. Edward Hogan, thank you so much, mate, for the super chat. You're very kind. Said, do you think we are close to a generation of players whose dream it is to not only play for Madrid and Barca, or close to the end, excuse me. Sorry, I'm going to start this again, mate. Sorry, I've made a butchered this for you. Do you think we're close to a generation of players whose dream it is not to play for Madrid and Barca? The Premier League has been the biggest league worldwide for 15 years now. Curious to see for this next generation. It's a very good point, Edward, because Felipe Coutinho or Luis Suarez or, some of these guys growing up may have watched a lot more of La Liga and may have seen Madrid picking up Champions League after Champions League and Barcelona, winning a lot of things and those great games with Messi and stuff. So maybe. I think a lot of it as well could depend on what part of the world that you grew up playing football in and who you found as your idol growing up. But certainly good time for the Premier League, as you said, and it is the strongest league in the world right now, and it's got the best coaches in the world. A good amount of the best players in the world. So, yeah, it's an interesting point. And thank you for the super chat, mate. What do you make of Ten Hag at United? I haven't got a clue. I have not got a clue. Yeah, he seems like a man who's got his head screwed on and isn't daunted by the task there at Manchester United. So, yeah, we'll wait and see how it works. I would say, again, it's going to take time, and he should, and I think will be given that time there. Liz said, I will cry during the last YouTube show. It's been a remarkable journey. Twitch will be massive, though. The journey on YouTube isn't over, though, Liz, but I get where you're coming from. We're just going to not become a live channel on YouTube. We're going to be, 10-minute videos, 5-minute videos, some special segments, some new shows that are just straight to the point, less waffle. But yeah, it was a big decision for us to make and a big risk for us to take. But ultimately, yeah, fatigue. Someone said it earlier on. YouTube fatigue can be real, and sometimes you just need to shake it up a little bit. Am I optimistic for the game? Yes, I'm always optimistic. Is Twitch behind the paywall? No, not at all. Twitch is free. Everybody can watch on Twitch. All you've got to do is go over, hit the follow button, and our content, like any other content, is absolutely 100% free. We do have it on, at the moment, subscriber only, chat, which means that you have to sub to us on there, which is like a membership to chat, or you gain watch on Twitch. One of the good things about Twitch is you gain watch time, channel points. We call them channel spondulics from watching the channel, which you can, if you don't want to sub, you can use your channel points to redeem to make a comment. So yeah, look, all Anfield Agenda's content has always been free. We've promised you it would always be free, and this deal with Twitch allows us to continue on with that promise of making sure that we don't go behind a paywall, because we don't want to. I don't like the idea of fan content being behind a paywall. That's not to say I don't respect other people's decisions on it. You know, each individual channel and business, it's up to themselves what way they want to push themselves forward. I've always been in this more for the community aspect of it rather than the fame aspect of it or anything like that. So for me, I need to protect myself from trolls, which Twitch allows me to do better, I believe. But ultimately, yeah, let's have a bit of fun. But no paywall. And if anyone ever has any questions about Twitch or anything like that, please do hit us up. We're happy to answer them if we can. I'm scared Broha might cause us problems. He's a good player. He is a good player, Broha. I've been impressed when I've seen him play. What are we at? 9 minutes from kickoff, by the way, my friends. 9 minutes from kickoff. Now, the only one thing I'm going to ask of you guys today is if you haven't yet hit that follow button, not the follow button, the like button, please do. We've got this great record of hitting 1,000 likes on every watch along. It's just a little habit. So if you have got a second, please do hit the like button. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do. Santa Pola in Spain's in the house with Jan. Nice to see you, my man. Klopp losing hope of the Premier League title. I think, look, if we're being realistic about it, it's highly unlikely that City drop points at home against Aston Villa. So if you're making calculated assessments and risks, then I can understand wholeheartedly why Klopp's made the changes he has today. The Twitch link is now in the chat there, and it's pinned to the top of the live chat. So if anybody wants to find out about Twitch, give it a check. You don't even have to download the app, I don't think. You can use it on a desktop. There's Twitch desktop. You can download the app if you like. But the link is there, top of the live chat. That'll bring you straight to the Anfield Agenda channel if you want to give us a little follow on there. Or you can just go download the app and search Anfield Agenda, whichever you prefer. Why is Liverpool starting the lineup? It's basically, Noah, it's enforced changes because of the sheer amount of minutes and injury prevention the Klopp and the medical team have to get right ahead of the Champions League final, mate. That's it, really. Just Klopp shuffling the deck. Where is Oxlade-Chamberlain? He's on the bench. Do we think Oxlade-Chamberlain's off at the end of the season, by the way, folks? It'd be a strange one, because I like Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Seems like a really, really good lad. But it just, in the last couple of seasons particularly, hasn't been clicking, has it? Carl, thank you for the super chat. Would you rather a magical turnaround and we win the Premier League title with redemption for Gerrard? Let me just put this right. I don't care about the Gerrard part. Some people are absolutely fascinated about the Gerrard redemption arc. If Gerrard gets his redemption with Liverpool, it will be in the future as a manager and hopefully he'll win a Premier League that way. But with the end of the season thing, it's not about Gerrard for me. But anyway, or win the Champions League. Honestly, Carl, with the way the season has gone and the fact that Manchester City aren't in the Champions League final, I'd take winning the league because of the way it's worked out, because of the chasing down of Manchester City. And yeah, I mean, every season I tell you Champions League is my priority, but the way this season has gone, to have that final day of the season turnaround, I probably would sacrifice the Champions League to get it. You know, it would equal United's trophy tally of league titles. Again, don't have to worry about City winning the Champions League. So, yes, I think I would. But, God, you're asking a lot there, Carl, to give up a Champions League. Is the Fabio Vieira rumour true, Liverpool bound? I don't know if it's true, but I know that 12 million is apparently the number that triggers a buyout clause. So if it is true, it's not a difficult deal to get done, is it? So I'm sure we'd figure it out soon enough. We'll equal it next year. Love that attitude, Killian. That's the way to think, mate. Right, anyway, we are in our horrendous, and I use the word horrendous because it is horrendous to me, yellow kit. Jimmy Milner will be today's captain. Team in the tunnel, ready to come out to St. Mary's. So again, if you haven't hit that follow button, subscribe button, please do. Drop a like on the video. And yeah, I will take you through the entirety of this game. And we've got post-match content and lots of bits and pieces coming up. A couple of other things. We're going to be working on some stuff on Twitch for the new season as well. Some quizzes. The Anfield, from me versus the Anfield Agenda audience. So we're gonna come up with a quiz format that will see you guys coming on and going head to head with me on a regular basis, and we'll also be doing we're trying to figure out a once a week phone in show as well. So plenty of reason to keep it tuned into Twitch as well. Where are you putting De Bruyne in the Lampard Scholes Gerrard debate? Oh, I think he has to be right in there, Edward. I think he has to be, mate. To me, he's the closest thing I've ever seen to Steven Gerrard. He's phenomenal, Kevin De Bruyne. Absolutely phenomenal. So I think I'd remove Scholes from the debate and put him in there with Gerrard and Lampard personally. But yeah, I think he has to be right up there. He is a modern great without any hesitation. The yellow kit is the only kit we've not lost in, said Big Dave. I'm touching wood now. I'm touching wood, mate. Grim Jimbo, how are you, mate? God, it's been a while since I've seen you in here. Grim Jimbo, that's a blast from the past. I'm surprised Patrick Vieira isn't in that topic. Yeah, look, you could go on and on. Vieira, Keane, there's been some quality midfielders that could get into that debate, definitely. Matthew, thank you for the super chat. Who's my player of the season? I don't want to give it away because I'm going to record a video about it, Matthew. Yeah, I'm going to record my own end of season, team of the season, young player of the season, best buy of the season, all that kind of stuff over the next week or so. So I know you've super chatted it, buddy, but I don't want to give away my answer yet. Probably because I don't think I'm finished deliberating on it either. Right, Connor's just sent me something really quickly. 1 second, Mr. Crosby. Wow. Canade hasn't started a league match. He's started since January 2019. That's a nice little stat there. So yeah, hopefully that run continues, and thank you, Connor, for sending that in. Right, really quickly, let's run through the two starting 11s before we get underway here, my friends. We will start with the home side. It's McCarthy, Stevens, Lianco, Salisu, Walker-Peters, Ward-Prowse, Diallo, Tella, Redmond, Elianusi and Broha. For the Reds, you can see on the screen there, Allison, Gomez, Costas, Canade, Matip, Milner, Jones, Harvey Elliott. Then it's Diogo Jota, Bobby Firmino and Takumi Minamino. The bench today for the Reds, Queven Kelleher, Thiago Alcantara, Naby Keita, Jordan Henderson, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Lucho Diaz, Andy Robertson, Divock Origi and Reece Williams. Right, let me make sure my clock is ready to go. As always, I'll take you through the game. We'll have a little bit of fun along the way, and fingers crossed for 3 points for the Reds. Well, the Yellows today, actually. Let me just make sure I've got the clock. Yeah, cool. Right, sit back, relax if you can, and yeah, let's have a bit of fun. Also, please do keep me up to date with what is going on in the Forest-Sheffield United game, because as you know, my wife's a Forest fan, so I won't get a chance to really keep an eye on it with watching this game. So yes, if you could keep me up to date in the chat, that would be very much appreciated. Bobby to score a header. Love that, D-Mac. Hopefully. I'd love to see Bobby getting the score sheet today. I really would. Or Harvey Elliott. That would be nice as well. No, I think the rain has died down. Someone asked in the chat there, is it still raining? I think it's died down. Atkinson's the referee, by the way, so there is that. Right, Liverpool are going to be playing left to right. Players just taking the lead at the minute, and we're about to get underway. Second last Premier League game of the season, and we're off. Southampton do the decent thing, launch the ball long out right hand side. Costas gives it into Curtis Jones. Southampton have won it back. Then we've pinched it back off them with a bit of Bobby Firmino action. Elliott now tries a little ball forward, but it's intercepted by Southampton. We have it back though. Joe Gomez gives the ball to James Milner. Now it's with Ibu out left hand side to Costas. What a penalty that was from Costas, by the way. First ever time he's taken a penalty as well, and he absolutely buried it. Craig, and that Connor thing he sent you, did you notice a mistake? You mean the keeper thing, or I'm not sure, you're going to have to be a bit more clear with me. Thoughts on Insigne? Never good enough to play for Liverpool. Too selfish at times, but an undoubted talent. But he's what now? Insigne, 30, 31, 32, something like that. Free kick to Liverpool, right hand side. Milner gets barged into. We get on with it quickly. Firmino switches the ball out now to Costas, left side. Costas with a good delivery. McCarthy comes and claims it. Did come off a defender's head at first, and then McCarthy came and claimed it. But again, we can see early doors the ability that Costas has out there to whip in crosses. Right, actually, I can minimise that. Boom. Who do you think Dybala will sign for? I haven't got a clue. I haven't been following the Dybala situation at all. Is there a shout to him to go to Barca? I haven't got honestly, I don't know. There's been some talk with Spurs, actually. I'm sure I've seen Spurs and Antonio Conte's name linked there somewhere at one point. Southampton now trying to attack, but good work there to win the ball back, and it's with Alisson at the minute. Your snout looks way better, bro. Cancel the hospital. I haven't got a clue what that's about. Inter is what the chat are saying with regards to Dybala. A lot of people shouting about Inter. Noah, top man, thank you. Appreciate it. Much love. Ball out left hand side now to Costas. Connor told me that Costas is trademark Greek Scouser as well. Well played, sir. Well played. Matip now. Cross to Harvey Elliott. Harvey recycles the ball to Joe Gomez. Matip. Across to Canade. I mean, this is Southampton's last home game of the season, right? It's a fair few empty seats. Usually with the last home games of the season, they're sellouts. And quite a good atmosphere. Ball back with McCarthy. 3.5 minutes on the clock. Am I going to Liverpool for the parade? No. I am not going into that much of a gang of human beings when there's still a potential of catching COVID, which I've managed to avoid entirely so far. So, yeah, I won't be going over now. Financial reasons as well, but no. I was over there when we lost. I said we lost the league title on the last day of the season, where City won it on the last day of the season. We did a meet up in the beer cellar in Liverpool actually for that one at the time. Joe Gomez now. He's one player I'm really intrigued to see what happens with in the summer. Gomez, I don't want us to lose him. I don't. He's so good to have around. You know, he can play right back, centre back, but I think it ultimately, as I've said many times, it may come down to a conversation between Joe and the manager about playing time. Yes, DMAC, Fabinho will be fit for the Champions League final. The club are extremely confident of that one. Mo Salah must be player of the year. Baffled with the recency bias, said the Adrenaline blog. There's definitely some recency bias, mate. I will agree with you on that. But I don't want to give away my player of the year vote just yet, because I said I'm going to make a video about it. But I do agree with you, there is a lot of recency bias. But I'd also say that that's probably entirely natural, you know what I mean? Somebody else saying Talk Sport propaganda. I don't listen to Talk Sport, mate. It's not one of the... I don't listen to much radio, actually, in general, so I never really hear what they're saying, but I take your word for it, you know. I know it's one of the bigger radio stations around sport in the UK, if not the biggest. Any news on Salah and Virgil injury? Yes, positive news, Ben. Again, the the club are absolutely convinced that they're fine. And today, obviously, is a precaution to rest them. So I'd expect them back in the matchday squad for the game against Wolves on Sunday. Minamino, lovely ball into Elliott. Elliott now pulls it back. Milner, strike. It's blocked. There's a couple of shouts for a handball. I didn't see it in real time, but I don't think they were big shouts, to be fair. Let's have a look. We'll see the replay. It's a corner to Liverpool anyway, left-hand side. Come on, Ibu. I've Ibu at 20-1, by the way. I have a 5 on him for a header. So, yes, Ibu, if you could bang this in, mate, that would very much help. Right, we see this replay now, will we? No, that looked like an off his sleeve to me. Corner comes in. Goes all the way through to Harvey Elliott. He hooks it back in. Southampton clear the first header. Second ball back in. I think Ibu's down, by the way. Yeah. Bit of a collision of heads there. Canade's down on the ground. Martin Atkinson correctly stops the game. And we'll get a bit of attention to Ibu. What do I think of the Derry Rovers game last week? Do you know what? I didn't get a chance to watch it. Even though it was on RTE, I never got a chance to watch it. So, I did see the result. It was a 1-0 win, wasn't it, to Rovers? Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom, doom. Let's have a look at this. What happened to Ibu? Hard to see, actually. Yeah, hard. He's getting thoroughly checked over anyway. But hopefully he's okay to carry on. Why is Salah or Mane at least not on the bench? I think it's probably fairly self-explanatory, buddy. It's this game, I'm not going to say it's a nothing game, but if you look at the balance of probability, the probability is that City gets something the last day of the season and there's no need to risk them tonight. If we lose this game or drop points, so be it. Having them fit for the Champions League final is the most important thing, and they've played an ungodly amount of minutes this season, so I think the decision to rest them after the FA Cup final going all the way, and Salah obviously coming off early doors there with a bit of a feeling in his groin, I think it was, just have to do it to be safe. You know, they're not robots, they're not machines. You can't just pick the same 11 lads week in, week out, twice a week. Southampton now on the attack. Oh, Alisson yet again. What a goalkeeper. What a man. Number 1 in the world for me, Alisson Becker. And once again, comes out, closes the angle and stops Broha from being able to lift it past them and open the scoring. What a keeper. Just so fucking good. He's so good. Do you think we can snatch Mbappe in the summer? No, I don't. Klopp said as much yesterday, by the way. It's Real Madrid or PSG for Kylian Mbappe by the looks of things. Can we just get back to Alisson Becker for a minute and just preach as to how amazing he is? I want to see a replay of this. So Southampton work it well. It's a ball down that left channel. It's a great ball into Broha. Stands up Matip, goes round the outside, and Alisson comes out and his right leg blocks it. It's just great goalkeeping yet again. Thanks for that, Craig. I appreciate it, but we can't drop points this game. We need to take it to the wire at least. Yeah, but you're assuming we do drop points in the game, mate. That's the whole point. Like, where's the belief that the lads will get the result today? Because we have a strong bench, and if we need to, we've got options from the bench. So I just, I think it's a calculated risk from Jurgen Klopp, and I can fully understand where he's coming from. Harvey now Sprays a lovely diagonal ball out left side to Costas. Costas with the cross. Over everybody. Gomez keeps it in far side. Cleared away by Southampton. It'll be a Liverpool throw in right hand side. Keeper lit, Craig. That's a beautiful Irish phrase. The Haas man. Love it. We're over 500 likes, by the way, so halfway to hitting our 1,000 like target. If you haven't yet hit the like button, please do. And also, if you haven't subbed, please do hit that subscribe button. Dermot, I don't, as I said earlier on, mate, I don't listen to TalkSport. I don't listen to radio, mate, so I haven't seen what Goldstein said about 11-0 or whatever it was. Yeah, so I don't know, mate. I can't really comment on it. The goal difference won't come into it, though. I think the fact that City drew that game means the odds of it going to goal difference are extremely slim. It would take us to win this game to draw against Wolves and Manchester City to lose. That's the only way it could go down to goal difference, so I don't think that's going to be the case. Milner. Oh, referee. Don't know about that, Atkinson. He got the ball after going through the man. Redmond now breaks left side for Southampton. 1-0 Southampton. Takes a deflection, curls into the corner, and Southampton open the scoring. Klopp's absolutely fuming at Atkinson over the foul. It's Martin Atkinson. What do you expect? We're not going to get at him from Atkinson. That's always the case. I don't know why we're shocked when he consistently fucks us over. Shit, what did I do here? 1-2? I don't know what I've done here. Shit. I'm going to have to get Connor to log in. Which score? Goal stands anyway. I mean, I keep telling you guys about Atkinson. Week in and week out, I tell you how shit he is and that we're not going to get at him from him. Now I'm back. Sorry, I hit the wrong button there for a sec. Again, though, like, I don't know how many times I've said this season, but that goal came from us being dispossessed high up the pitch and a counter-attack. It's a good finish by Redmond with an aid of a deflection, but again, too easy for him to make it all the way down. And look, Gomez has given it away now with a needless ball in field. Right, come on, boys. Plenty of time left. 15 minutes on the clock. Title in the bin. Yeah, that's it. Give up now, mate, because that's what wins league titles. People giving up after 15 minutes. Good man. That's the attitude. Fuck me. I'd hate to be as negative as a lot of people. You don't win anything with a negative mindset. Plenty of time left in this one. What do we think on the challenge, by the way? Can you give me an honest assessment on the challenge on Jota? Was it a fair tackle? And if so, you know, we should have certainly defended the situation better. You know, it's a long way from Diogo Jota being dispossessed to Nathan Redmond steering the ball into the corner past Alisson. So, you know, there's a lot of fault that needs to be dished out there as well. most people believing it was a foul. I don't know. Ball out now to Gomez, right hand side. Milner. Minamino. Down to Firmino. Tries to roll the ball behind. Southampton put it behind it. It'll be a Liverpool corner. I've said this before to you about Atkinson, folks. I don't know how much clearer I can be. Atkinson hates Liverpool. He fucked us against United in the 1-1 draw those years back as well, not given a foul. Very similar situation. One of our players fouled in the middle of the pitch and he did nothing about it. Similar thing happened there. So, that's not Southampton's fault, by the way. It's nothing to do with those players and their fans. But Atkinson is Atkinson. I don't know what else to say without getting in trouble. But we can't just excuse the defending as well from that point onwards. Right. Chance for Costas to put in a decent delivery here now, left side. If we could find a quick response, that would certainly be helpful. And we have Bobby Firmino. Ball's in the back of the net. Flags up though. Flags up. Yep, he's offside. He's offside. He was off. It was the correct decision. But again, just goes to show we can be a threat from those set pieces. Costas does have a fantastic delivery and we can get at Southampton. So good header as well by Bobby. But yeah, he just went a little bit too early. He was half a yard offside. The amount of people in the chat bitching about the team news is quite frankly pathetic. Get over it. There's no way Klopp could go out there and put our strongest 11 out. It would be suicidal to do that. It would be stupidity of the highest order to risk a Champions League final selection for a hypothetical maybe win the league chance. I agree with it. I've got no issues with the team. None. And if you can't see why Klopp made the changes, then I would say give your head a wobble. Jones, strike from distance. No, Minamino, excuse me. And McCarthy gets down and saves it. But there's a lot of people, by the way, that just piss and moan constantly around Liverpool games. I don't get it. There's 20 minutes gone. It was a blatant foul. I'm just seeing it now. Blatant foul. Seeing the replay again. Now, my friends, what is VAR there for? Yet again, if they didn't act on that foul. And they didn't act on the offside in our last game when we conceded a goal that was offside. So, again, I put it to you good people out there in the YouTube world that Premier League referees are fucking awful. Awful. And the VAR is pointless if they don't actually have the balls to ask the referee to, recheck his decision making, because that was a blatant foul. After seeing the replay that way I've seen it, blatant foul. But as I've said before, that's one aspect of it. The other aspect is we have to defend it better. You think it's good news Atkinson's retiring at the end of the season? I put it to you that he's going to be in VAR with John Moss and Mike Dean, I believe. So, he's still going to impact the Premier League. Possibly even more so now that he's in VAR. So I wouldn't go celebrating just yet. Gomez. Tacky. Down the line to Gomez. Gomez just fell to the fucking ground. Literally had a chance to get a cross in and just falls. Just falls. Falls. What was that? I mean, Joe Gomez deserves a booking for that. It was so shit, that dive. Yes, Bobby. Bobby winning the ball back. That's why we love Bobby. What a man. Skriegel, how are we? Even if we don't win the quadruple, treble is still on if we accomplish, but if we happen to get the quadruple, we need to party. Again, yeah, one game at a time though. Let's fight like Bobby. That's what we need to do. We need to get more people out there with the attitude Firmino has. But what was going on? Again, can anybody give me a rationale as to why Joe Gomez just collapsed inside the penalty area like that for no reason? Instead of trying to actually win a corner or put a cross in. 1-0 Forest. Thank you for those in the chat who filled me in. I've seen a couple of people on that one. Thank you. I'm baffled by that from Gomez. We're quarter of the way through this one anyway, and it is Southampton 1-0 up. Nathan Redmond with that goal. I think it took a deflection as well, but good strike from him. Elliott now. We did have the ball in the net from a set piece, but it was correctly ruled offside. Firmino was half a yard ahead of the play. Joe was being a pussy there. Maybe he's a bit rusty. I don't know what he was at. Like, he did nothing. Except just give them a cheap goal kick. Anyway, we move on. Unlucky Bobby. Right, 24 minutes. By the way, we're still winning this game. I hope you're all well aware of that. Hopefully the last time we see the McDonald's kit, said Mike. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that kit. But somebody did say to me, Mike, we hadn't lost in that kit yet. So maybe that's a good omen. And thank you for your super chat, buddy. Appreciate it. I love this from Mark. So, Craig, we got cannons on the bench, not bullets. Boom. Look, we're still winning this game. I'm convinced we're winning the game. I think everyone just needs to chill and have faith. No, he didn't slip. He didn't slip, D-Mac. I looked for the slip. No, he just fell. But we're certainly pushing for an equaliser. There's been a response from the lads. Milner now in possession, centre of the park. Ball out right hand side to Joe Gomez. Taki Minamino. Back to Joe. James Milner now. Bobby. Costas. Back to Jimmy Milner. Elliott tries a little 1-2, but went a little bit too early. Ball back with Gomez now. Back inside to Jimmy Milner. Come on, lads. It's a bit too compact there. Make the pitch big. Elliott. Ball in towards the far post. Jota, his flick kind of takes it away, but Curtis Jones gets there. Milner now. He's closed down. Referee plays an advantage. Southampton come away with the ball left-hand side. Good switch by them. God, there's an acre of space out there, but thankfully they... Oh, he's kept it in. Walker Peters. And then Costas just takes the ball off him anyway. So there you go. Curtis Jones now brings it away. Oh, unlucky. Just didn't play the ball quick enough inside. It is a Liverpool throw-in though on the halfway line left-hand side. Do we look nervous? Nope. No, we don't look nervous at all. It's actually been... There's been more rhythm to our play than I expected. We just conceded a bit of a sucker punch counter-attacking goal. And as always, we like to try and do things the hard way. 1-1! 1-1! Woo-woo! Minamino! Scout Samurai, top corner, 1-1. There you go. Take that. Boom. Tacky Minamino doing bits. You love to see it. Absolute rifle into the top corner from Takumi Minamino. McCarthy's legs were planted. He raised a hand, but he didn't do anything. It was top corner and it's 1-1. Absolutely phenomenal strike from Takumi Minamino. Well done. Take a bow, sir. Ball into the right channel to Joe Gomez. Gomez plays the ball. A lovely ball in, to be fair. To Diogo Jota. Jota just lays it off then to Taki. And Taki just, well, look, he takes one touch, two touches, buries it. Buries it. Alex McCarthy, you can tell that he hasn't played much this season because you should not be beating at your near post like that. But it was a rocket of a shot from Taki Minamino. And it's 1-1 at St. Mary's. Where are all the overreacting little whiny, trolly little clowns now? 1-1. Even with Martin Atkinson doing his best to get Southampton a result, it is now 1-1. I don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Go on, Newland. I just can't control my feet. Right, plenty of time. Told you this. Relaxed. All good. Quit singing. Go fuck yourself, Paul. I'll do what I fuck I want on my channel. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Simple. No one's asking you to be here. I don't give a shit about your opinion. I will do what I want. I will have fun and enjoy myself however I want on my own goddamn channel. If you don't like it, then you just can go fuck yourself. Suxy! Thank you for the super chat. Tacky time. The amount of people that are afraid to have a good time. I know I can't sing. I know it's cringy. I just don't care. Because I'm enjoying myself. And I'm enjoying the lads. Oh, why did you take a touch, Diogo? He tried to set himself. Milner with a volley. It's pushed wide by McCarthy. It was one of them. Should he have gone with his head? He took a touch, but... I don't know. Oh, Robert, my little man. Telling me to shut up. Again, mate. I'll do whatever I want. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's my party and I'll sing if I want to. Where did you get named the Lord? The fine people of Sealand. Sealand.org if you're ever looking for one for yourself there, Skriegel. Gomez now with a cross to the far post. It'll go all the way through to Costas. Go on, Costas. Go on, lads. Back to James Milner. Curtis Jones. Jonesy, unlucky. Good play, lads. Good play. Almost at the half-hour mark. Southampton 1, Liverpool 1. Sealand, as in Sealand. Yeah, exactly like that, my man. It's actually a really interesting story, Skriegel, if you have a look at it. The story behind how they became a principality and stuff. Yeah, it's a good story. And it's not just me, by the way, that's a lord, you know. And by the way, just in case you think I'm lying, there it is. There's my documentation. Costas. Now, I have a question. I have a question for you amazing people in the chat. How far away are we from Costas pushing Robbo for a spot? Genuinely. How far away are we? Because He's legit. He is legit. Maybe a little bit too forward thinking at times. Maybe has to work on his defensive positioning, perhaps. But my God, has he got one hell of a wand of a left foot. Another corner in from Costas. Unlucky. Tello hooks it away. Gomez now goes back out left side, which is the wrong ball by the way, but Costas doesn't matter. He's still managed to get a cross in. It'll go behind for another Liverpool corner. Quick question, have Southampton had a corner? Have we had to defend the corner yet? I can't remember. Most people thinking we're still a good bit away from Costas pushing Robbo. Interesting. What a backup though. What an option for Klopp to have. Milner, ball into the far post. McCarthy comes and claims it. They haven't had a corner. Cheers. Guess who's getting banned? There are for fake goal announcements. Adios. Uh, 60-40 split in game time favour of Robbo, said Kieran. He's already pushing, said Grant. Costas is the left-sided Trent, said old Devlin. Costas is good enough to rotate with Robbo next season, said Falafel. Why did I choose Lord over Baron? I don't know, I just like the idea of Lord, to be honest. I'll probably upgrade it at Christmas, treat myself. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky, lads. Again, Bobby Firmino, he just gives up on nothing. Elliott put a ball in. Bobby ran across the front of the near post when it looked like the attack was coming to nothing. And has won us a corner by trying to square the ball back. Well done, Bobby. Corner now on the other side to Liverpool. Liz said, Costas challenges Robbo, exactly what we need. Right, here we go. Costas with the delivery. Ball in. McCarthy comes and gets 2 fists on it. It'll be back with Harvey Elliott. He goes to Gomez. Gomez again out left side. This time to Curtis Jones. Jones goes down the line to Costas. And that goes out. It'll be a throw in. Bobby. Yes, Bobby. Nice little ball. Curtis Jones. Oh, unlucky. Jimmy Milner played the ball in. Taki tried to hook it over his shoulder. Didn't work out well. Taki, I tell you what. I don't know where Taki's future is. I don't know, but I tell you what, he's got a knack of scoring some goals, doesn't he? Elliott's been amazing, said Joshua. I think we've played well. I do. With the amount of changes we've played, I think we're doing alright. And as I said, I'm still confident. I was confident we were losing, that we're going to win this, and I'm still confident now. Elliott, out left side to Ibu. Costas. Curtis Jones. Jimmy Milner. Milner switches it across right hand side to Joe Gomez. So not only do we not get the throw in there, we don't get the free kick. Another Joe Gomez fucking masterclass there on how to waste possession. Oh, Joe. Joe. All he had to do was cushion it down, play the ball inside, and run down the line. But no, stumbles over it, loses the ball, gives Southampton a throw in. Not great from Joe. Jones into Taki. Lucky. Costas now. Ooh. He tried to whip in across. He slightly overhit it, but he nearly caught McCarthy out. Taki has 10 goals this season. Ooh. Lucky Bobby. I think we're dominating this game. Dominating it now. Southampton barely able to get out of their own half. Good winning the ball back up the pitch there from Jimmy Milner. Bobby tried to strike from distance. Never really got over the top of the ball, and it sails high over Alex McCarthy's crossbar. Do you think we need to find a true 10? It would probably take a change of system though for a true number 10 to really blossom. And look, we've got one coming in, mate. So I wouldn't worry about the number 10-esque position because we've got Fabio Carvalho coming. So I think he is the closest we'll probably have to that 10. 750 likes, by the way. Nearly at the 1,000 mark. So if you have a second, please do drop a like on the video. Look at that for a killer's row on the bench there. A murderer's row, I should say, of talent. So the ref gave a handball there. Why is it that when there's a handball from close distance anywhere else inside than outside or inside the penalty area, it's a free? So right there, Harvey Elliott, ball was played off from a yard, hits his hand, comes down, ref gives a free kick. How is it we don't get that same energy in the penalty area with, it was too close to him? You know, this is one of the things about football that often bugs me. That there's different unspoken rules for different parts of the pitch. You know, particularly the tolerance level on things differs when you get into the penalty area. The rules suddenly change. Look at that space in behind, lads. Come on. If you're going to play a defensive line, at least keep the line. Did I watch Eurovision? No, I did not watch Eurovision, mate. Thank you for the super chat, Jans, but no, didn't watch it. We have a true number 10. His name is Craig Houlden. Well, you're right, mate. When you're right, you're right. You know, 10 out of 10. The housewife's favourite. You know what I mean? National treasure. You know, whatever you like, Aaron. Whichever way you want to word it, sir. When you're right, you're right. It's like a whole new rule book for inside the penalty box. I know, it's mad, isn't it? There was a really good piece in The Athletic, actually, the other day. I don't know if many people had a chance to read it or not. I don't know if many of you guys have Athletic subscriptions, but a great piece on Trent Alexander-Arnold's throw-in technique. Certainly would advise you guys to give it a read if you have a chance. Holding the Irish John Joe Shelby. Alright there now. Relax. I like to think I'm a slightly higher calibre. I'll take the Irish Joe Rogan. The Irish Dave Bautista. I'll take that. The fat man's Pepe Reina, you know. I'll have that as well. Matip. Out to Joe Gomez. It just doesn't... I've been very impressed with Gomez filling in for Trent recently, but today he just doesn't look as sharp. There's just something about he seems to be half a second behind in his decision making or something. Anybody else notice that about Joel today? He just doesn't seem to have the same energy levels. Why doesn't anyone shoot from long range? We've had a couple of cracks, D-Mac. Somebody forced Alex McCarthy, maybe it was Curtis Jones, into a save down to his right hand side that he pushed wide back into play, and Bobby had a crack from just outside the penalty area that sailed over the bar. So there's been a couple of shots from distance. You're like The Rock but Irish. I mean, I'll take that as well. Do you know what I mean? Like The Rock but Irish and smaller with no muscles and fatter. In fact, it's just the shaved head thing. But I'll still take it. I'll take it. it was interesting to hear that we have a penalty taking team to train a penalty taking. It's not really so much about training to take the penalties. And we've had these guys in for a while, and Klopp spoke about them after the League Cup victory as well. It's more deciding on the order, who takes them. But yeah, it's impressive. It's impressive, it is. Just goes to show you again, at the highest level, sometimes it's just small margins. And there's a more in-depth piece again on The Athletic about our penalty routine and the way Klopp spoke to the players and the way we manage their time before the penalty shootout, the players' body languages during the penalty shootout, Alisson coming out as Caoimhín Kelleher did to give the ball to the Liverpool players before their penalties in order to stop the opposition keeper, Mendy in this instance, being able to play mind games with them. It was fascinating to read. Do you think Frankfurt will lift the Europa tomorrow? No idea. I think it's, if I was guessing, I'd say 60-40 in favour of Frankfurt, but I think it'll be a good game, and I will be in a watch along of it on Twitch tomorrow if you guys want to join me for that. Anfield Agenda's Twitch channel, we call it the Match Day Agenda when there's no Liverpool game on, but I'll be on there for that tomorrow night. Somebody who proclaims to be a Liverpool fan says Jones is garbage. Okay, if we take Jones is garbage as your in-depth comment, my comment back to you is you're a cabbage. So instead of getting behind a young Liverpool player who's trying to make his way in the game, you decide to call him garbage. Well done. Fuck off. He's 10 times the player you'll ever be, my friend, and 10 times the player I'll ever be. So, yeah, maybe a bit more with the encouragement and a bit less of the pissing and moaning. Tacky. But yeah, I'm the one who's about, you know what I mean? I'm the one who gets held out as an embarrassment to Liverpool fans. Fuck me, I wish these idiots actually watch one of my streams and realise that I'm only losing my head in the heat of the moment and things, but ultimately I'm a fairly balanced fella. But I'm the embarrassment. Okie doke. Jimmy Milner now. Matip. Gomez. Overhit by Joe, and it goes behind for a goal kick. What would you do if Coutinho scores a 30-yard screamer against City to win it for Liverpool? I wouldn't give a shit who scored it, to be fair. I wouldn't even come into my mind, but I'd be absolutely delighted, of course. Gary, you're perfectly within your right, sir, to come on and give your opinion on particular Manchester United channels, but why come into a Liverpool fan chat to talk about which Manchester United channel you prefer? Bit of a strange one, mate. Again, you are entitled to your view, but I will say this, I will class Goldbridge as a mate, and you calling him gold wank is going to get you booted out of my chat because you need to show some fucking respect. And, yeah, Gary, I'm just going to say nothing, except show some respect. The man puts, whether you like it or not, whether you like Goldbridge or not, whether you like the United View or not, that's entirely up to you. But I won't have my friends disrespected in my chat. Unless it's by me, of course. Craig, you're bald, I just noticed it. That's sexual harassment, sir. Don't make me wake out. Sexual harassment, panda. Sexual harassment now, don't you know? Can't call a man bald anymore. It's I'm just your eye candy, sir. You know what I mean? You're I'm not an object to be here to be judged by you. Only joking, mate. That was a weird one though, wasn't it? You know what I mean? Sexual harassment. Fuck me. Sexual harassment. Panda. Injury here to Joe Gomez. We've got 2 minutes of stoppage time here at the end of the first half. Can we take a minute to admire how good and the huge contribution as well as leadership from James Milner, not just today, but consistently still, said Sam. Well said, Sam. I agree with you. It's, you only have to listen to Klopp talk or any of the other players around the team talk, and they would say exactly what you've said there, Sam. We might not be somebody that we think first of to have his name on the team sheet anymore, buddy, but he is an absolute leader and a model professional, so well said. Craig, you're more like Hasbulla than The Rock. All right, mate, calm down. Interestingly, both are infinitely more recognisable and known than I am as well. Paul, thank you for your super chat, mate. And we're still getting treatment to Joe Gomez, by the way, which is why I'm going through the comments. Great time to be a Liverpool fan, regardless of tonight's result. We are going to win, though, Paul. I can't believe the idiots on here. Sad, sad people. You're far too classy to listen to that rubbish. Cheers, Paul and Alfie. Thank you, my mate. And say hi to Alfie for me. I hope the little man's doing well. Gomez is back up on his feet, which is a good sign. He's been helped across here by Bobby Firmino. We'll just wait and see if Joe carries on or if Klopp's going to have to make a change to the system, perhaps. I wouldn't be too hopeful of Gomez coming back on by the looks of this, folks. Maybe Klopp will maybe we'll play with 10 men and get to half time. And Klopp will give him the 15 minutes there to see how he feels. But I wouldn't be overly confident we'll see Joe Gomez back on the pitch for the second half. You're the goat of Liverpool fan channels. I'm just me, Jack. I have a bit of fun, mate, and I'm glad you enjoy it. But as I've always said, even though I might not get on with some other content creators, even though I might not like their styles of content, I respect the work that they all put in to make their channels what they are. So thank you, appreciate it. Right, it's half time. Anyway, we've the ref's blown up. Kloppo's down the tunnel immediately. So give me your thoughts on the first half. It's still there to be won for us in the second half. We've dragged ourselves back into it after Nathan Redmond's goal. A very good finish from Takumi Minamino makes it Southampton 1, Liverpool 1 at the break, and 3-point gap as of now between ourselves and Manchester City. Which, look, let's be honest, if it stayed this way, that's the league gone with the goal difference 100%. But a big 45 minutes still to go. Jackie Fisher, my pleasure, and thank you for tuning in. And thank you to everybody, by the way. I've seen loads of kind comments in the chat there. Top people, I appreciate it. We're at 890 likes now, so if you can just hit that like button for me, tip us over the 1,000 mark, and we'll be all good. And again, hit that subscribe button if you are new. Tomorrow night, I will hopefully see you guys over on Twitch for the Europa League final watch along. Paul, agree, mate, we'll win tonight 3-1. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Liz said James freaking Milner has been most excellent. What happened to Gomez? Collision in a challenge, I believe, if my memory's right. I don't even think I was watching the play, and I think I'm going to have to rewind it back to talk you through it, give you a proper answer. So bear with me 1 second while I rewind this back and see exactly what that incident was with Gomez. Right, give me 2 secs. Here it is now. This is left leg anyway that Joe's feeling the pain in. There's a replay of it coming up now. Right, so it looked like a hyperextension of the knee to me. He went in with it wasn't from a challenge or anything, but it was in a duel. And it looked like he hyperextended his left knee to me. Which, they're the ones that I'd worry about, by the way. Sometimes an impact thing, it's just a knock or a strain. But that looks a bit... It looks worrying, I won't lie to you. if the Champions League final goes to penalties, we'll win. Penalty takers we have. I would say one thing though about that. If it does go to penalties, Thibaut Courtois is a giant of a man. So I'd imagine that the goal will look rather small with Courtois standing in it. Half time in the playoff, it is Forest 1-0 up against Sheffield United. Thank you for that. What else have we got? I've not subbed on Twitch yet, said Sudarshan. I will, obviously, thank you. You're a dental student. Oh, mate, I could do with you giving me some help. I promise you that much. My God. Tell me when you go into practice, will you? Because I'll come over for a full set of new pearly whites from you, buddy. But thank you for your support, Sudarshan, as always. We'll 100% have faith and confidence. Damn right we will. Gomez is unlucky. Hopefully it isn't serious. Yeah, he's had a terrible time, Joe, with injury, so I agree. Hopefully it isn't serious. What's the Kante rumour? The only rumour I've seen around the N'Golo Kante is United, that Ten Hag has told the United staff that he wants him there. That's the only thing I've seen around it. When's the Conference League final? I think it's next Wednesday, Merchant, if my memory is correct. So we've got the Europa League final this Wednesday. I think it's next Wednesday, and then obviously the Champions League final next Saturday. Salah or Man U Ronaldo? Salah is the answer. Salah's the answer to anything. People saying on Twitter he's passed away. I mean, Keane, it's got to be fake, and I wouldn't be getting into it, mate. You know, I certainly wouldn't be raising the topic with people, so I'm sure if there is any news, we'll hear it from legitimate sources, mate. But I would, yeah. Who makes up this shit as well? What type of sicko makes it up? Good goal from Minamino, yep. Gomez saying rolled ankle. Ankle? That's weird. So it looked like they were feeling just above the back of his right or his left knee. But yeah, wait and see what happens. Taki's been impressive. He's had a very good first half. He's very bright in around the penalty area, and a rocket of a finish as well from Taki into the top corner. Craig, Forest or Sheffield? 100% Forest. Mate, my wife's a Forest fan, so yeah. You know, if I don't say Nottingham Forest, I will probably be getting elbowed in the head when I'm asleep. Did Southampton score a good goal? Well, apart from Martin Atkinson missing the bleeding obvious foul in it, they then worked the ball out quickly, left hand. I'm actually looking at it right now, to Redmond. Redmond cuts in on his right boot and whips it into. Did it take a deflection? I'm not sure, but it was a blatant foul. And Martin Atkinson, look, I don't want to get angry. I promised myself today I wasn't going to get angry, but he doesn't even touch the ball. He doesn't go near the ball. He takes his left leg. Now, my question is, what the fuck is VAR doing if they can't alert Martin Atkinson to the fact that he's blind? I mean, VAR robbed us in the last game of a goal. We conceded that was offside. Or maybe not the last game, but recently. And today, Martin Atkinson missed a blatant foul. Now, I ask you, what are the people in Stockley Park there for? If it isn't to say to the ref, we think you might have got that decision wrong, mate. Go have a little look at it. See what you think. But no, didn't get that. We didn't get any help whatsoever from VAR there. So, someone saying stop crying. What do you want me to do, Lucy? What do you want me to do? Commend Martin Atkinson for being an Amadon? Commend him for being a fucking cabbage? Or call out inefficient refereeing? Because, as I keep saying to you, it's us today, but it'll be somebody else. I don't know who you support, but it's not crying when I'm right. You know, if I'm bitching or moaning about something because I'm being salty, which I do as times, I'm a football fan, but I'm absolutely 100% spot on in what I'm saying. And that's not being salty, that's just wanting the officials to do their goddamn jobs. Simple as. That's not me being... It's salty if it was a 50-50 challenge or something, but he didn't get near the ball. we're playing awful. Dean doesn't know what game he's watching. Dean, have you ever seen a football match before, mate? We're playing awful. We literally dominated the first half, conceded a goal that took a deflection and had a foul from it. And yes, we could have defended and should have defended it better. But other than that, we've absolutely dominated the game, mate. So, again, don't know what you're watching, but you need to give your head a wobble. Honest to God, some people that come on and try and give their opinions on football. I mean, look, if I was you, I'd sit back. Leave it to people like me who actually have a fucking clue what we're talking about, because some of the comments that I see in the chat are delusional at best. And I'm being really fucking kind here by saying delusional, because I don't want to say the words that are actually going through my head. Thoughts on Big Ange? I think are you talking about the Celtic manager? Don't care. Don't care about Scottish football, buddy. Fair play to Celtic for winning the league, and it's 10 out of 11, I think, if I'm right. And it's he seems like he loves the job. Every time I hear him speak, and he, you can see he's beaming with pride. And I wish him all the best and Celtic the best, but I don't really have any emotion to Scottish football, buddy. It's not my cup of tea. Did you expect 9 changes? That team is probably 2 players off what I thought it was going to be. I'm pleasantly surprised we see Elliott in there, but I thought we'd probably see Origi maybe instead of Minamino. But look, yeah, the team's sound. We're going to win this game anyway, so I'm all good. Do I support League of Ireland? No. I watch it, I appreciate it, I want it to be better, but I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I'm an ardent League of Ireland fan. I think probably where I live puts me in a bit of a shitty catchment area to go and watch a game. I'm kind of like, I'm an hour from Wexford Youths, I'm an hour from Bray Wanderers, maybe not quite the hour from Bray Wanderers. I'm kind of just in this no man's land. Dean, it's alright, my man, but we haven't been bad, buddy, honestly. With the amount of changes we've made, Dean, I'm actually pleasantly surprised at how well we've played in that first half. I thought first 20-25 minutes we were going to see it real disjointed with no rhythm, but the lads seem to have a grasp on this game, and I think we'll win it from the bench, like I said before the game. And just a reminder, by the way, let's have a little look at the bench. Maybe a couple of people haven't seen the bench yet. Options for Kloppo, and look, I'm expecting the Joe Gomez substitution there at half-time. So there's Thiago, Keita, Hendo, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Diaz, Robbo, Origi, Williams. What I would expect to happen is James Milner to drop back into right back, and then Naby Keita, Thiago or Henderson. I don't know which one is, I don't want to say fitter, but I don't know which one would the medical department will give the nod to Kloppo to put in. But yeah, I can see Milner dropping back into right back and a midfielder coming on at half time because of the Gomez thing. Other than that, we've got Kelleher, Thiago, Keita, Hendo, Chamberlain, Diaz, Robbo, Origi and Reece Williams on the bench. So options there for the manager. What happened to Trent? Nothing. Trent rested, Van Dijk rested, Salah rested, Fabinho working his way back from the injury. Hendo's warming up, people are saying. Boom. So, if Hendo's warming up, then away we go. Craig, I'm welcome Bows onto the pitch for the Shells match for Pride on the 17th of June. Yes, Ella, we love that. Well in. Shame Shells are going to beat you, though. But apart from that, Ella, as always, delighted for you, my friend. And, nice. Well in. And well into Bows as well. That's class. Are you going to dance out onto the pitch, though? Bit of Nulon, Ella. Get that Nulon vibes going out there. Look, look, there he is. We need a little... Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Come on, Ella. You know you want to dance. Dance out there like Nulon. Do, 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 do. I don't get how you're not stressed at all because my heart's doing backflips. Over what? What is there to be stressed about? Honestly, like, we've 2 cups in the bag, done. The league isn't in our own hands, so all we can do is try and get a result today and see what happens on the last day. I'll be a basket case and I'll be a bag of nerves for the Champions League final. That I absolutely will admit. I'd be nervous for that. But today, I promised myself I was going to enjoy it no matter what happens. And I'm just so proud of the lads. So I don't have anything to be frustrated or worked up about. Steve Simpsy, thank you, mate. Much love, appreciate it. You're stressed over a draw. But okay, I understand where you're coming from, obviously, but the odds of Hendo is coming on 100% here. The odds of us actually getting the result on the last day, they're probably, it's against us, let's be honest. I wouldn't be putting money on it. So I think the safest thing for Klopp to do was to roll the dice today, hope he gets the result, and then rest the players up. I think it's the only thing we could have done. So this is as much of a free hit, I suppose, as Klopp could have with what's remaining. Ella's going to go Bows 4, Shells 1. Shells are dirt, Irish version of Everton. All right now, relax there, Ella. Calm down. He's we're doing all right. Back up. I say back up in the Premier Division. And as well, I'd go as far as to say that unlike Everton, Shells have won titles in recent years. Hendo coming on, Milner at right back. It's the only option that Klopp can really do, to be fair. So yeah, El Capitan will pop in. He'll play in the 6. We've Curtis Jones and Elliott. Milner back into right back. And let's see what the second half has in store for us. What's Crosby sending me now? Do 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 do. Right, what have we got? Uno momento. Okay, so this is coming from Chris Williams, who's an established journalist, said, Premier League Match Centre. The criteria was not met for a clear and obvious review, although it looks to be a foul. That's so Premier League admitting it was a foul, admitting that their own threshold is a load of bollocks and that they've screwed us out of another goal, but found a way of somehow trying to make it sound like the officials aren't inept. Okie doke. What I heard there is Atkinson's a twat, VAR, we're watching Pornhub, and we know it's a foul, but sorry. That's what I read when I read that. So, there is that. 2006 last title for Shells. I think you might want to look to last season, Ella. Second alphabetical underway. Right, here we go. 45 minutes to go to keep this title race going. So they're admitting it was a foul, but the threshold for an incorrect decision wasn't met. So what's the threshold have to be? Does you have to snap his leg off and run to VAR with it and hand it to them? Is that the threshold for a foul when it's Liverpool? Okie dokie. But we're Liverpool, don't forget that. We're Liverpool. Jones, thankfully, will win it, even without VAR doing their fucking jobs. Canade. Milner heads the ball forward. Elliott does well. Lays it off to Hendo. Back out to Jimmy Milner. Well done. It's with Matip. That doesn't count. It's a first division. Still a title, Ella. Still a title. And it's all I have for this argument, Ella. You know what I mean? I'm clutching at straws here. I bet you City fans are watching this. Of course they are. I mean, let's be honest. The other way around, we'd absolutely be watching it. So, right, anyway. Just as a little glimpse into the future for anybody who wants to know, we'll win a 3-1. Goal kick. Slightly overhit ball, looking for Costas. Goes behind, it'll be a Southampton goal kick. Simon Jordan bitter that Liverpool fans booed the national anthem. Yeah, yeah, I'm just going to say nothing on that one, to be honest with you. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to say nothing. But I will say one thing. I couldn't give a shiny shit what Simon Jordan has to say around Liverpool. I don't care. Sometimes I enjoy Simon Jordan's opinions. Sometimes I think he speaks the truth. Then other times, like this, I think he's grasping at straws trying to figure it out. If he doesn't know why Liverpool fans boo the English national anthem or the government, then I think he needs to educate himself. But I'm sure he knows. I'm sure he knows, but he's just being a condescending twat. Oh! Jota should have scored. Aye. Ball in left hand side. It sits up for Jota. He hits it on the volley with his left foot and it drags itself half a yard wide of Alex McCarthy's left hand post. Nice little battle here between Kanade and Broha, which Ibu comes out on top of. Liverpool throw in left hand side. 1-1 in the Forest Sheffield United game. Thank you for the update, mate. Appreciate it. Cancelo won a poll against Trent for Defender of the Season. Fair enough. You know, I think it would be disingenuous of me to underplay Cancelo's ability. He's a phenomenal player. He's had a great season. So I would say that's close. I've seen some more ludicrous shouts actually in the Karen Neville end of season award stuff. Oh, fuck's sake. Free kick to Southampton. Milner comes across with an awkward challenge, and is this in James Ward-Prowse territory? Probably. Yeah, it was 100% a foul. I would actually go as far as to say Milner probably should get a booking for that. But is this going to be in Ward-Prowse territory? It's about 30 to 35 yards out. Ward-Prowse has the ball in his hand. Straight into the wall. Good stuff. Good stuff, Jimmy. And it's cleared away. It'll be a Southampton throw in right hand side. Right, here we go. I'm intrigued to see what the gaffer does from the bench today. Surely it's got to be a bit of Origi magic if the gaffer tries to win this one from the bench. Or Diaz, yeah, that's another good show. Ooh, high foot there, Atkinson now. Costas with the throw in quickly. Gets it back from 23 crosses in this game from us to 0 from Southampton. Don't know if that's a good or a bad stat, ultimately, but it's a stat. Southampton down to the left channel. It's blocked. But it was a cross, they tried, but it was blocked and it goes out for a throw-in on the far side. We haven't really come out of the traps too well second half yet. We certainly haven't imposed ourselves on the game anywhere near as much as we would have in the first half. Terrible ref. Oh God, yes, Hannah. He's awful. He's part of the four amigos of shittiness, as I like to call them. Himself, Koo, Tierney. Who's the other one in my head? Oh, well, I might stick Pawson in there. Well defended by Joel Matip. Alisson throws out a nice ball to Firmino now left side. He's looking for options ahead of him. Ball inside to Jota. Jota now tries in a cross. It's blocked. Second ball back in. Oh, unlucky. Corner out left hand side. Just didn't drop for Jota, but good build up play. Now we have a chance for another set piece. Oh yeah, John Moss. Yeah, John Moss will be the fourth amigo of shootiness. There you go. Spot on. Cost us with the delivery. It's overhit. We took a short corner to get a better angle, but all we ended up doing was overplaying it. Now Southampton are trying to counter. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies forward. Straight into the arms of Alisson. Good stuff. 8 minutes gone in the second half. 1-1. Come on, boys. I see a couple of people in the chat saying Anthony Taylor. I actually don't think Anthony Taylor's too bad, to be honest. I just don't think any refs from a specific area of the country should referee games from teams in that specific area of the country. Michael Oliver. I think Michael Oliver is the best referee in the Premier League. 54 minutes on the clock. Southampton corner. No, it's not. Excuse me. It's a throw-in. My apologies. I thought it went for a corner. It didn't. It went for a throw-in. Canade heads it down to Jones, who gives it back to Canade, who tries to pick out Jota, but goes straight to a Southampton player on the edge of the box, and eventually we hook it away. Come on, lads, close them down. That's it. Now, go. Win this ball in midfield. Left side, Harvey. Jota, back to Harvey. Right side. That's it, Harvey. Oh, Taki tries to shoot. I don't know why. Ball back to Henderson. Milner crosses it in now. We certainly didn't make the most of that attacking opportunity, but we've won it back now with Hendo. Goes at left side to Costas. Somebody show for him. Joel Matip now. Firmino rolls the ball into Elliott. Oh, he's put it wide. Good build-up play. Nice little move around the edge of the box. Elliott, he's very wide. Side netting. Might have just taken a touch off the post, but he was forced kind of wide with the ball. Yeah, side netting. Unlucky. Costas won the ball back, played a misplaced pass, but thankfully Southampton's attempt at a counter-attack was stopped by Ibu Kanade. Now it's with Jordan Henderson. 55 minutes on the clock. I feel like the goal's coming though. Firmino out wide right to Milner. Throw in right hand side. Come on, boys. Yeah, the angle was really difficult for Elliott there. He was forced quite wide. Jones to Costas. Ball back inside to Henderson. Minamino. Matip goes out to Jimmy Milner. Milner comes back inside, plays the ball back to Ibrahima Kanade. Now it's Jordan Henderson. It's all a bit too compact and close to each other, lads. Firmino. Out to Milner. The lad's moving it around. Henderson now tries the ball in. It's headed away. He'll get it back, Henderson, though. Jota has a strike, takes a deflection. Southampton prevent the corner. It'll be a throw-in, left-hand side. Clock ticks towards the hour mark. Thank you to everyone that's hit the subscribe button. If you haven't dropped a like on the video yet for me, please do if you get a chance. Jones. Henderson. Matip. Another Liverpool corner now, right hand side. Come on, boys. It's coming. I can feel it. It's coming. .58 minutes on the clock. Corner to Liverpool, right hand side. Milner pulls it back to the edge of the box to Elliott. Elliott strikes terrible. Never really got the ball under control, but he manages to give it back to Hendo. Go left. Go. Sorry, right. Goes back to Alisson. Jones. Costas. He looked for the early cross, but in fairness to him, there wasn't really anybody there. Jones now goes diagonal looking for Jimmy Milner at the back post. It's well defended by Southampton, and they win a throw-in on the far side. What change would I make? What change would I make? I think I'd probably bring on Origi and Diaz and take off Firmino and Jota. If I was Kloppo. Diaz to the left, obviously, and Divock through the centre, but let's wait and see. Still plenty of time in this, half an hour to go. Tella on the break for Southampton, left hand side. Yes, Hendo, well in. Right, give him an option. Now, move the ball out. Left side. Costas, right. On the gallop you go, sir. Ball back to Henderson. Right, lads, come on. This is too slow. This transition is too slow. You're giving him a chance to get back in position. It's too slow. Look, Milner needs to be more advanced as well. He's about 10 yards too far back for my liking on that right hand side. Costas, again back inside the Henderson. It's basically defence versus attack now, and we know these can often frustrate us, so let's hope we can find a way through. Hendo swings the ball out left side to Costas. He brings it under control. Right footed cross in. Again, Southampton headed away. Jones gives it back out to Costas. I'm sure he'll receive it back now. Henderson. Right, come on, boys. That's it. Now, somebody give him an option down the line. Firmino. Nice ball around. Curtis Jones. Jones with a strike. Not great. Too many of them he drags wide, Curtis Jones. He takes up great positions. on the edge of the penalty area, gets the space, and you've got to at least make the keeper work there. Particularly if you're looking to force your way into Klopp's thinking for next season, you want to at least be making Alex McCarthy make a save. Oh, Jesus. Come on, boys. Matip. Milner. Cross in. Flicked along. And it'll go out on the far side for Liverpool throw-in. How are we losing to Southampton? Well, you know, bit of a wake-up call, mate. I don't know how you do maths, but it's a draw at the minute, buddy. We're not losing. I don't know how you look at 1-1s, mate, but it isn't us losing. Again, Costas flashes a ball across the 6-yard box. Jota just tries to steer it goalwards, and it goes closer to the corner flag than it does to Alex McCarthy's goal. It's Origi time. It's Origi time. He's stripped off and ready to come on. Divock Origi. If you're going to be pumping balls into the box like that, you know, best to have Lord and Saviour Divock in there. And I've had no arguments if it is Diogo Jota that gets taken off for Divock. Right, Matip goes back to Alisson. Alisson lumps the ball upfield towards the halfway line. Southampton win the header. Second ball breaks to Curtis Jones. Jones now. Out to Costas left side. Jota pushes even further left. He receives the ball off him. Jones. Back to Henderson. Henderson with a ball out to Jimmy Milner. Back to Harvey Elliott. Taki. Firmino. Unlucky. They tried to work a little triangle reverse pass into Harvey Elliott, but it was blocked by the Southampton defender. Ward-Prowse now has it. Southampton work it out right hand side to Walker-Peters. He goes down the line again looking for Ward-Prowse, but out comes Alisson Becker. And not only does he get there, he manages to find a pinpoint pass to Costas. Now it's Jota, left hand side. Liverpool on the attack. Ball into Firmino. Firmino. Elliott. Back to Firmino. Bobby. Unlucky. At least he made the keeper work. Unlucky. Good build up play, lads. Nice little cushion pass into his path from Harvey Elliott. Bobby tries to send a left of the keeper, but it's fairly straight at Alex McCarthy. But at least he made the keeper work. Do do do. Do do do. Sorry, I'm just trying to go back to the comments. Who am I supporting? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the club I support, maybe. Oh, lucky lads again. By the way, Origi's on the pitch now. Apologies. Firmino off, wasn't it? Yes, Firmino. No, Firmino's still on there. Who went off? Was it Elliott? I missed the substitution because I was looking at the chat. Was it Elliott that went off? I think it was Elliott looking around. Yes, it was Elliott. So, you know, that's shown attacking intent there from Kloppo. Ward-Prowse heads it out. Origi tries to close down. Come on, boys. Unlucky tacky. 25 minutes to go. It's basically defence against attack here. Jones. Henderson. Nice ball into Milner. Ball across, well defended by Southampton. Put behind, it'll be a Liverpool corner. It's coming though. It's coming. The winner's coming. Costas. Come on, boy. Good delivery. Straight onto the head of Ibu here. Good man. That's not a great delivery, but... Goal! Joel Matip! Whoop, whoop, baby giraffe! Yes! 2-1. Joel Matip, it took an age to drop into the top corner, but eventually it dropped in. And Joel Matip, that's 2-2, isn't it, for Joel? You loving it? Joel Matip gives Liverpool the league. I told you it was coming. I told you it was coming. When I'm right, I'm right. And I'm always right. You'll soon learn that. Joel Matip gives Liverpool the lead. Whoop, whoop. Boom. That seemed to just take an age to drop into the top corner. So Costas plays the delivery towards the 6-yard box. It's headed away. And then it's headed straight in. Was that an own goal, actually? Hang on. No, it was Matip. Or was it? Was it off both of them? I don't know who that came off. It looked like it came off Tella and Matip. I'm giving it to Matip. And it loops over Alex McCarthy. That's beautiful. It's a little bit of luck, I will say that. But you need that little bit of luck when you're playing against 11 men, a VAR official and Martin Atkinson. But it is Southampton 1, Liverpool 2. And yeah, I told you all. No need to panic today. Chill. It's all good. Go on, Newland, look. Go on, Newland. Go on, son. 2-1. Suxy with the super chat. Boom. Baby giraffe goal. Baby giraffe goal. We love it. Now, did I or did I not promise you amazing people that the goal was coming? Teller picks up a yellow card as well, by the way, there. There you go. Now we'll go get the third. I did promise a 3-1, so. Da, da, da. Oh. Where's the trolleys? Where's the trolleys? Where's the fucking trolls now? Where's the fucking trolls now? Whoop whoop woo! 20 minutes to go. Southampton 1, Liverpool 2. You know, still time left in this game. We've got to stay switched on. We've got to continue doing what we're doing. Now, to all my little friends of negativity that were in the chat earlier on, who proclaimed to be Liverpool fans, who were crying and bitching and moaning and throwing their toys out of the pram about the team selection and the manager and all this other shite. Told you. Game doesn't have to be won in the first 5 minutes. Games can be won from the bench at times, particularly when you've got the depth of bench that we have available to us today, even without Mohamed Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho, and who else am I missing? Sadio Mane. That's it, lads. Well played. You'd expect Southampton to have a proper go now for the last 20. It is I think, their last home game of the season. Walker-Peters now. I missed VVD, yes, correct. I did miss VVD. But thankfully, as of right now, we aren't missing VVD on the pitch because Matip and Canada have been top notch. Yeah, Matip's goal. I've just seen a replay by Sky slowed down. It does come off Tella's head, but then goes off Matip's head last. And you've got to feel for Alex McCarthy there, because that was, as a keeper who's been in those situations myself, it's you feel so helpless knowing that ball is going to drop over you into the back of the goal. But we'll take it. Yes, Matip, great defending again. Oh, good play by Southampton left side. Redmond with a cross in. Yes, Costas! Had to put it behind because there was a Southampton man coming in. And let's not forget, their goal had a bit of fortune around it as well. It did take, apart from the fact it was a foul in the build-up, it took a huge deflection. So I think it's fair to say, it's not over. Of course it's not, but we're deserving to be in this position, in my opinion. Oh yeah, Brooklyn Egan, biggest LFC fan of Craig. We'll take that, Brandon. Brooklyn, how are we? Ball in. Headed away. Yes, Taki finishes the clearance. Well done. That'll be a Southampton ball, left-hand side. 17 minutes plus stoppage time still to go. Redmond now. Yeah, he's had a touch of the Joe Gomez is there. The phantom dives. And Atkinson didn't buy it, in fairness. Origi, he's clipped. That'll be a free kick and maybe a yellow. Yep. Yellow and a free kick to Liverpool, wide right position. Well done, Divock. We have to score lots of goals against Wolves. No, we don't. Do you want to have a little look at the league table, mate? We're 1 point behind Manchester City as things stand. The goal difference will only come into it if they lose and we draw, which is very, very, very unlikely to happen. So all we need to do at the end of the season is get the result and see what happens at the Etihad. The odds are City will win and the title will be theirs, but, goal difference won't come into it. Curtis, Costas, back to Curtis. Canade now. Milner goes back to Allison. I wouldn't go looking for a third, by the way, in this game. If it comes naturally, fair enough, but keep doing what we're doing. Keep the ball, make the pitch big, tire their legs, and if the third goal comes, it comes. Firmino now, look at Costas. Fuck me, Bobby. Come on, man. Little toe poke out wide left. Jones now. To Bobby. Out to Costas. Costas fires the ball across. It's headed away by Southampton, but only as far as Jordan Henderson. Back to Curtis Jones. Jones through the line to Bobby. Bobby. His shot's blocked. Broha now. He's fouled by Canade. It's amazing how all this can happen from Bobby Firmino having a shot that doesn't test the keeper yet again. A deflection into midfield and we give away a free kick. We just need to be better in our decision making for the last 15. Craig, have you got a 100k YouTube plaque? Yes. I do. Of course I have. Why wouldn't I have one? I'm sure we did an unboxing video of that when we got it. Anyway, yes, I do. I gave the original one to Connor and we bought you can buy additional ones for your team and whatever, but Yeah, Connor. I gave Connor the original one because I feel like he's the heartbeat of the channel. So I took the additional one that we bought because things like that don't mean nothing to me. To be fair, awards and shit are good, but ultimately it's the fun of it. Oh, Forest 1, Sheffield United 2. Oh, so that's level on aggregate now, isn't it? 3-3 if my memory's correct. Jones. There's a bit of space starting to appear out on the pitch now as I suppose Southampton try and chase down the game, commit more bodies forward. There seems to be a bit more space around midfield now for us to move the ball. Firmino. Very interesting decision for Klopp to make if he is to do a third and final substitution. I mean, what does he do? No need to touch the attackers for me. No need to bring Diaz on either. As things stand, the job's been done and he's getting a rest. So, yeah, who have we got left on the bench? There's Chamberlain there. There's Keita there, perhaps. Firmino. To Jones. We don't have a defensive sub to make, really, in all honesty. Because Milner's dropped into right back. Henderson's obviously on the pitch. We don't really have Thiago potentially, but I don't want to put minutes in his legs, really. Oh, I wouldn't put Diaz on. Why on earth would you put Diaz on? I think Diaz has played like 60 games this season and ran himself ragged in the FA Cup final. And we're not like in need of a goal here, so I don't know why we chase down to put Diaz on. That doesn't seem like the right call. Minamino now. Milner. Milner having a pop at Taki there. Doesn't feel like he should have laid it off to him. Feels like he should have crossed it in. $11 plus stoppage time to go. Jones. People saying 10 minutes won't hurt Diaz. My point is we don't need him to come on. That's the point I'm making. We're not the one chasing a goal. Why do we want... I don't understand. Other than you guys in the chat obviously wanting to see a player whom you love, which is great. There's no need to put Diaz on. Reece Williams. Oh, somebody stripped off anyway. Somebody's coming on. Who is that? Keita? Is it? Is it Keita I'm seeing? Somebody's getting stripped off. Is it? I think it might be Keita. Goal difference doesn't come into it, mate. Why are people obsessing about goal difference? It won't come into it. We're 1 point behind. For the goal difference to come into it, I'll reiterate, we'd have to draw and City would have to lose on the last day of the season. One of those things happening is unlikely. Both of them happening, it's just not going to happen. People talking as well, we need a third goal. No, we don't. We just need not to concede another goal. Southampton's only shot on target in the entire game, by the way, has been their goal. We've had 75% of the ball. 23 shots. It's Keita, isn't it? Yeah, I'm almost certain that's Keita coming on. Will only subs be able to chat? Yes, mate, on Twitch, yes. Well, no, yes and no. You can redeem your channel points for comments as well. But here we go. Last substitution now about to be made by Kloppo. And it is Bobby Firmino who's coming off to be replaced by Naby Keita. And it looks like maybe Klopp's just had a word with Taki Minamino. Maybe Minamino now dropping into the centre. And obviously Keita to come in there and give a bit more help to the lads in midfield to help try to see this one out. Or maybe pinch a late winner. Or not a late winner, a late third I should say. Yeah, and again, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do, and drop a like on the video as well. Don't forget, we've got loads of match reaction content coming up. I'll be doing my player ratings and asking you guys to vote for your Anfield Agenda man of the match. And then our second video, I'll be joined by Paddy and Chris to see how the lads feel after the game. Alisson out to Canade. Costas. Southampton now starting to press higher up the pitch, which means if we play around that press, there will be a lot of space in behind. Alisson to Canade. Again, here comes the press from Southampton, but if we can get around that press like we have, the space should free up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players there. Again, move it quicker, lads, if you want to get behind their press. Now all we've let them do now is get back into position. Alisson, look at that. Look at that. That is delicious from Alisson now to Costas. Origi's leaving at the end of the season, turning his contract's up, and looks like he'll be going to AC Milan. Yes, Divock, lovely header out right hand side there to Taki, who spins away. Back to Div. That's lovely football, lads. That is lovely football from Taki and Divock. 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go. We're doing the right things here. We're making the pitch big. We're making Southampton chase shadows, and we're moving the ball around. Oh, that's beautiful again. This time it's Keita. Ball in behind. Southampton get bodies back. Go on. Press, Divock. Press, press, press. Free kick to Southampton. Don't care. It'll give us a chance to get back into position. Five minutes to go, plus stoppage time. McCarthy. Ooh. Jones closes them down well. Ball drops to Taki now. Jones. Oh, he just didn't move it quick enough. Oh, fuck off. He takes a shot, takes a deflection, we get a corner, but just couldn't get out of his free quick enough there to find a teammate. But we do get a corner out of it. Costas now with the delivery. Ball in deep. Canade. Ooh, unlucky. Heads it. Tries to pick out the far corner, but it goes behind. It'll be a Southampton goal kick. Clock ticks to 86 minutes. What are we thinking for the relegation spots, by the way, folks? D-Mac, you're a regular viewer, mate. Surely you know our man of the match shouts are never done in the watch-along buddy. They're always done in the post-match show. And you guys get to vote for them. We will put up a poll in the match reaction to give you guys your say on man of the match. Yeah, who are we thinking for relegation? Free kick here to Southampton inside their own half, right-hand side. Leeds. All right, D-Mac, my man, no need to apologise, buddy. It's all good. Leeds. Everybody just convinced Leeds are going down. Divock flick there was a bit unnecessary, but he should have held on to possession. Walker-Peters now right hand side. Ball down the line. Canade comes across and puts it out. It'll be a Southampton throw in. 3 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Ward-Prowse. Southampton move the ball out right hand side. Walker-Peters. Liverpool with everybody behind the ball at the moment. I think 99% of the comments are thinking Leeds are going down. Redmond, block this fucker! Jesus! He gets a shot away and it's straight at Alisson, but have we learned nothing about dropping off when he's in possession? Nobody closing him down. And he gets a shot away, and thankfully Alisson got behind it and gathers it at the second attempt, but have we learned nothing about closing him down? Our ball ref, surely. No, of course not. Of course not. Even though we played it off Walker-Peters, no, we'll give it to them. Of course you do, Atkinson. Oy. 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Origi can stop it with these little flicks, by the way. If he could just hold on to possession instead of trying to flick it around the corner and give away possession, that would be much appreciated, Divock. Elyounoussi now tries a back heel, misses the fucking ball, thankfully. Minamino just lumps an aimless ball forward, and it'll be coming back at us. Again, Southampton into the left channel to Redmond. It goes past Curtis Jones. Turns back to Ward-Prowse. He switches the angle of attack across from left to right. Again, Atkinson doesn't give out, and fuck me, you absolute cunt. I don't know if Martin Atkinson has something against Diogo Jota, but he has given him not a single thing in this game. Every time somebody goes through Jota, he just waves play on. It's fucking sickening. Walker-Peters now. Cross deep to the far post. Redmond keeps it. Close him down. Somebody get out there and close down. Cross comes in. Away. Origi flicks it. I don't know who he's flicking it to, but... Again, Naby. Press. Come out. Press. Klopp being the voice of reason over there with the coaching staff. We love it. Jimmy Milner doing Jimmy Milner things there, by the way, winning us free kicks. I love Jimmy Milner. If anybody wonders why James Milner's on the pitch, this is why. No better boyo to help run down the clock than James Milner. 3 minutes of stoppage time have been added on by well, I struggle to call him a referee, but Atkinson. Bobby Firmino was named man of the match by Sky. Hendo heads into the right channel looking for Minamino. He can't quite keep it in play. Ball goes out for Southampton throw in. Apparently it's alright that he robbed 10 yards there right in front of the lines, when nothing wrong with that. Heaven forbid you did your job there and put him back to where the throw was supposed to be, you absolute fraud. It's mad how the rules get bent so much when Liverpool are playing, isn't it? It's almost as if... Ooh, Shay Adams now. Ah, Joel with a lovely time challenge. Now, lads, block the cross. Away by Ibu. Second ball breaks. Don't foul. Don't foul. Again, ball out wide right. Ward-Prowse whips it in. It's headed. It's headed away by Canade. And it's hooked away. Again, though, it's coming straight back at us. Press. Yes, Alisson. Well done. Ball safely in Alisson's hands. Clock ticks to 92 minutes. Alisson doing the right thing here. Taking every damn second over the ball. Alisson launches the bong. If he was launching a bong, we'd all be having a great time. He launches the ball. Long left-hand side to go straight out of play for a throw. I don't know, maybe he'll be lashing the bong later. I don't know. I will. Fell throw in there as well, ref. But sure, hey-ho, why would we expect you to start fucking using the rule book now? Yes, Canade. Free kick as well. Yes, Ibu! And that should pretty much be that. Ibu, not only did he intercept the ball, won himself a tasty little free kick deep inside our own half as well. Ibu's amazing record of being unbeaten since, I think, 2019 against Dortmund. What a man. Atkinson, 3 minutes are up, dickhead. And we are going to a last day decider, my friends. Let's wait and see what the... Yeah, it's all over. Martin Atkinson blows up. Liverpool have beaten Southampton, Martin Atkinson, VAR FC by 2-1. And we move on to the final game of the season. We are at home against Wolves. Manchester City are at home against Aston Villa. It is massively advantage to Manchester City, but our boys have done all they could do tonight, which is make a goal to the last game of the season. My friends, do hit that subscribe button. Do drop a like on the video for me. Don't go anywhere. My match reaction player ratings are going to be coming up right now in 2 minutes' time. Link is at the top of the live chat there. And yeah, look, again, it's another win and it's on course for another 90-plus point season. What the football gods have in store for us on the last day, who knows? But we know we'll be there and we'll be fighting. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes.